Hey, podcast pals. Dana here to give you a friendly reminder before we get to our award-winning podcast that now is the best time to get your furnace tuned up before we take a shot to the face with cold Minnesota weather. My pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning currently have same-day and next-day openings, but they won't last long. By the time October rolls around, if your furnace craps out, you'll be freezing your private parts off while dealing with side eye from your significant other and pets for not calling sooner. So give Standard Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. Check this out. You can save up to $70 on your tune-up with Standard Heating. Visit standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com to book today.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Friday episode of the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. Translation, let's get this effing thing over with. Please go away. Let me sleep for the love of God. We're checking in here at 5:41. We got plenty to try and accomplish today on our program, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But first, Josh, my old Billy Big Mouth bass that used to hang on my kitchen wall back in the day, he used to sing a song to me. He'd belt out, "Take me to the river," he'd say, and he would sing it so well, "Put me in the water." And I got to thinking about old Big Mouth Billy this morning on my way in anticipation of our little boat party tonight on the Mississippi River. We call it the Half-Assed Morning Show Infect the River Party. I got to thinking about Billy because that's, someone will be taking me to the river tonight. I don't want to go along with the put me in the water part. I'm not the greatest of swimmers.
And I don't know how safe that water is just toxicity-wise. You know what I'm saying?
Toxicity, yes.
It looks kind of gross.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's like a body floating in there and stuff. So I'd stay out of that thing if I were you.
I don't want it to be my body is where I'm going with that. We'd like to take the time to thank everyone for jumping online and buying your ticket. Without you, none of this would be a thing. We'll see you there. Don't be late. Don't be a dick. Before, during, or after the boat ride, let's relax, have a good time. There will be live music, dining, dancing, jaw-jacking, ball-busting, storytelling, lies, exaggerations, accusations, adultery.
Creepy smiles, people who obviously don't know how to smile even though their face is 50 years old, awkward conversations, struggling to come up with topics, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Realizing by the looks on people's faces they want to do anything but continue to talk to you. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, you can't.
You're already racked with nerves over this.
I was like looking up, checking social media, take the temperature of what's out there to come up with some good conversation topics.
No, you have not.
I looked all over the place. Some real, talkers. Get people going. Find out a little more about folks.
You have been combing through social media to try to find some conversation topics for tonight.
Yeah, polite party conversations.
Sure. Etiquette, things along those lines. Thanks to the folks from Anytime Bail Bonds, Paddleford Riverboats, Lucky's 13, Gel, the live local band. Gel will be performing tonight. There'll be drinkies, and we'll have, at least most of us can relax, have a good time. Josh, I'm not so sure about you. I
worry that people aren't having a good time. As you know, like
do.
anything we host or anything I personally host.
You worry that folks aren't having a good time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
And then sometimes, the nerves kick in and you say something stupid or realize this story's going nowhere.
I got high hopes for you, dude. I got high hopes.
I always start out with a good attitude. I'll have a good attitude, to say the least. I tried to look up Gel's set list the other day, and I wasn't able to find one. I thought they used to have like a website with that on there, but
probably.
Maybe I just really suck at the internet.
what were you specifically? Why?
I'm just curious what they were playing. Just want, if there's anything on there I certainly don't want to miss.
Yeah.
I can, time a conversation or whatever it is to get in there and watch it.
Well, I'll try to talk them into letting you come up and play a couple songs on the guitar.
I don't think I want to do that. Pretty darn
What,
rusty.
a confident guy like you?
Pretty rusty.
You ain't rusty. You know that's not the truth.
And it's one of those things where I know several songs, but most of them it's just like the first half. Never really went further than that. So I'd have to fake the rest of it.
Well, just put the guitar down and walk away.
I'll just, I'll have to do something like hide behind a speaker or something.
Play what you know and then put the guitar down and walk away.
Hey, guys, I'm out. You take it from here.
They're professionals. They can deal with it. So tonight's the night. We'll be getting on the boat ski 7. We shut her down at 10. Looking forward to seeing everybody. Well, here's something. I just had this texted in to me a minute ago, Josh. Maybe this will help your confidence tonight because you're already worrying about every damn thing connected to tonight's event. If this helps you at all, someone texted in a little slogan, Josh. And the slogan is, "Chunky is the new hunky."
I love it.
Yeah.
That's great.
So,
people love the
you've
dad
put on
bod.
a lot of weight.
Yeah, and it continues to happen.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out.
Yeah. But remember that chunky is the new hunky.
They were just, did anybody watch? Oh, I'm an idiot. The Bills played last night, so of course Dana watched Thursday Night Football.
Of course.
Thursday Night Football.
They were talking about the dad bod yesterday and the popularity of the dad bod.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so chunky is the new hunky.
They were talking during the football game. They were having this conversation.
Correct.
Al Michaels and who else is along with
Kirk Herbstreit.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What got them? What got them on the topic of the dad or a dad bod?
They were. Oh, what's the Magic Man?
Don Mikowski.
Maybe I had the wrong nickname. Shoot, I can't believe I forgot his name. The guy, he's got the huge beard now. Used to be.
Fitzmagic.
Fitzmagic.
Yeah.
That's the nickname. Fitzmagic.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
They call him Fitzmagic.
They showed him shirtless, like at a tailgate party or something like that.
Yep.
And they were saying how, people loved the gimmick, and he mentioned, they love the dad bod.
All right, then. Well, there you friggin' go.
Well, I'm in good shape then. Mine is the dad part, but
No, you're
I have
getting
the bod.
You're getting too thin. Stop it.
There you go. Tonight is the effing night. And we'll try to knock it out of the park. Later on this morning, all beginning at 7:30, we'll be visited by our friend C Willi Myles. We'll be visited by our friend Andrew DePaola. We'll meet a new friend through our Purple Pickham Challenge.
Now, people are recommending conversation topics.
Okay.
A few people are saying start every conversation about politics.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
That's it. Yeah. So, do you think Biden won the 2020 election fair and square?
That'd be a good one.
What else? Jimmy Kimmel, huh?
Yeah.
That'd be a decent one.
Hey, got a vaccination card in your wallet there?
A lot of directions to go with all of those topics.
There's plenty of hot topics.
What have you been considering bringing up since this is something that's on your mind?
Well, so far there hasn't been anything real good.
Oh, you haven't really locked in on anything?
How often do you masturbate?
Jesus.
What do you think of? When was the last time? Can I watch you? So far, this is all I got. I'm going to need some help.
I'm there for you. And like I said, I got high hopes. All right. Here's something for you. The National Toy Hall of Fame.
Oh, I always love this.
I got to say that I dig this material. It comes around once a year, where the National Toy Hall of Fame sends us all their information, because once a year they nominate a handful of toys for the hall. And I got to admit that I enjoyed this as well. The National Toy Hall of Fame revealed the 12 finalists for their 20 and 25 class. Is this too difficult to question? If I asked you boys when you were a kid, maybe you can't remember. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead anyway. When you were a kid, was there a toy that you had a specific dedication to, your favorite all time? If it went missing, you went into a panic. Can you think of it? I can't think of one specific that I was crazy about.
The one that would be the most consistent and we got a lot of mileage out of would be the Little Green Army Men. Those and like Tonka trucks.
Yeah, I suppose my brother and we would go out to the sandbox. Our folks made us a sandbox, and we would push around those Tonka trucks. They didn't last long because we were little hillbilly children. We beat those Tonka trucks to death with claw hammers quite quickly.
And then you end up in the emergency room because they were metal back in the day, and just the corners would be all sharp. Slice a finger open or something.
The originals were, made of metal, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, and it was a shame because then, 20 years later, I heard that original Tonka trucks were worth all this money, and I thought, well, what a couple of morons that but we had to beat them to death quite quickly. Yeah, that's not bad. I think maybe I'd go Tonka trucks. Dana, any
Transformers I thought were cool.
You played with the Transformers? They went into the hall last year, the Toy Hall of Fame. Dana?
For me, it was all Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The action figures, and I also was lucky enough, my parents somehow scraped together enough money to give me the sewer playset, because they, lived underneath the sewer, so it had the street on top, and then their sewer layer underneath, and it was just the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life.
F me running.
One of the other ones that went in last year, My Little Pony, my sister was really into those. To the point where, like, my uncles, anytime they came over, they'd ignore the boys, but they'd bring her, like, a My Little Pony or something like that. She had quite a few, though. She had a whole stable.
Here's some listeners texting in talking about the Evel Knievel stunt cycle. I never owned one of those, but I saw a few of them when I was a little kid. The real deal Evel Knievel stunt cycle. Well, when I say real deal, it was a fairly large Evel Knievel action figure sitting on top of the bike, and you could pull a cord, and the bike would travel across the floor, and you could build a jump for Evel. Man, I wish I would have had my hands on that. We did not. My brother and I did not possess that, maybe because our folks saw what we did to the Tonka trucks.
I thought of another one.
He-Man, yes?
Hot Wheels.
Oh, sure.
Love the Hot Wheels.
That's a good one.
My cousin had a track, and that was so cool.
Although we beat those up, too. I don't know. We were so destructive.
And those cars where you'd pull them back and then let them go, and they just go on their own. Those were cool.
Same concept as the Evel Knievel. I think there was a cord, or you could just pull him backwards, and he could. Yeah, now you're coming up with some good ones. It's been a long time since I thought about this kind of thing.
And I thought of another one, too, that it was just a simple one that I loved. Simon Says. I thought was great. Isn't that what that's called?
Yeah, I can't recall what it is.
It's like the round, the round deal, and it's got colored lights on the top, and it would buzz, like different tones, and you'd have to remember the pattern.
You had to match what Simon put out there for you. Sure. The finalists for this year's National Toy Hall of Fame are as follows, and one of them is a really strange entry. They go ahead with the board game Battleship. I remember.
Love it.
I remember trying that once or twice. I don't think it grabbed me too thoroughly, but you were a Battleship fan?
I was a huge fan. There's one cousin I wouldn't play with because if you looked away for a second, you see him moving his battleship.
Sure.
You can't change the formation when you're playing Battleship, but he would certainly do that if you were getting a little too close.
Oh, he cheated. C-A...
Catan.
What's that?
Is it Catan?
Yeah, I'll go along with it. C-A-T-A-N. Catan. Anybody?
Settlers of Catan.
That's what I think it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A board? Is that a board game?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was relatively newer.
I did too.
Just because maybe it was around for a long time and then it just exploded in popularity. Maybe a decade ago or something like that. It seemed like everybody was playing that for a little bit.
Ooh. Trivial Pursuit.
Man, when I think of my childhood, I think Trivial Pursuit.
Well, we like that game too. That was a good family game.
Never played it with the family. I have to say that I never played it with my family, nor did I ever play it as a kid. But when we got a little older, well, there was one particular buddy of mine when he would host a beer party. he liked to put on a game of Trivial Pursuit. I was never any good at it, but I have to admit it was kind of fun to play the game drunk. Terrible answers were part of the fun because most of us had no idea. Trivial Pursuit, it can be a very difficult game, unless, for me personally, unless we're on the subject of sports. Then I could hang in there. Everything else, my God, I had no idea about history and science. I learned that one of my bros was much, much smarter than he let on when we would sit around and drink beer and play Trivial Pursuit. Connect 4 is in the mix.
That's fun.
These are the finalists for this year's National Toy Hall of Fame. Not all of them will go in. Connect 4, sure. Can't say that I spent too many hours dedicated to the game, but I'm certainly aware of it. Cornhole. Okay, so that made a quick ascent, would you not say, Josh? It made a quick ascent. Suddenly,
I mean, shoot, you go to a barbecue and good luck not tripping over one of those sets. I even have one. I've only played a few times. It's fun. I just, for whatever reason, don't think of it too much. But I do have a set. I was gifted one.
Yeah, we've had this conversation before. I think for all of us, cornhole was kind of a one-and-done type of a thing.
Agreed.
I had a board and a set of bags, and I thought, well, this ought to be fun. We used it once. I threw it away.
What? No, it's not a Property Brothers cornhole set I have. Why would you say something like that, Nick? It's not Property Brothers.
Don't recall saying a thing about the property.
I think you just admitted that yourself out of guilt or of shame.
Yeah, so I have a set where it's got Jonathan Scott on one side and Drew Scott on the other. I don't think so.
That's just ridiculous.
That's silly. Nobody would have that.
Now, okay, maybe I shouldn't say that the game has made a quick ascent to being a nominee for the Toy Hall of Fame. Cornhole likely has been around for decades. It's only recently that it's become so popular that it is a professional sport.
Yeah, it's shown on ESPN now.
That's some decent money, right?
I think so. I think they make some good money.
And I thought we read not too long ago there's a college scholarship even for cornhole.
Really?
A lot of people are texting in something called stompers. I'm not familiar with that.
Stomper 4x4s.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw one of those.
They were very, very hot. I know because I owned one. When I was a second or third grader, you had to have a Stomper 4x4 or you were an outcast and they would beat you unmerciful.
Well, I'm glad that must have been a little before my time then.
On the playground. Yeah, it was a little before your time, Josh. It was a tiny little monster truck with foam mud tires. And you just put a battery in it, flip a switch, and it rolled.
Oh, sweet.
And it would roll over, at least in the advertisements, it would roll over anything you put in its path. They were very popular for about 3.5 hours. I brought my new Stomper 4x4 to my third grade class. And like I said, when you hit the on button, Josh, those wheels turned until it ran out of battery. That was just all there was to it. There's no way to get the wheels to stop spinning. So I thought I was funny one day, and I put my Stomper 4x4 on top of the hairdo of a girl that I had a crush on in third grade. And I hit the on switch, and it just ate her hair to the point where it was lodged up against her scalp. I was pissed off thinking, oh no, I'm going to lose my Stomper 4x4. I'm going to get in trouble for this. She was pissed off because she was in pain. The only reason the wheel stopped spinning is because it ate every last hair on her head. I don't remember how we got it removed, but we did without too much damage to this gal's hair.
Oh, you didn't have to give her a haircut or anything?
No, we got it out of there, but I thought, oh no. Yeah, Stomper 4x4s were something. Furbies have been nominated to the National Toy Hall of Fame. I've heard it said out loud. What is that, just a doll?
It's just like a little creature-looking thing, and it would talk to you a little bit. It would wake you up in the middle of the night and scare the crap out of you. They were very popular. It was one of those Christmas gifts where parents were shanking each other in Walmart parking lots to get back in the 90s.
The scooter. What are you doing over there, Josh?
I was giving you the symbol.
The symbol of what?
To do the thing. We got a giveaway to do.
6 a.m.
You said, don't forget to alert me. So I was just giving you the symbol.
Those are some great air humps, Josh.
Oh, my God.
I guess we didn't work out with the symbol.
I thought you had lost your mind.
I thought I said something that was like so stupid that Josh was like air humping like to mock me.
Okay. Before we went live, because we have something important. Every weekday now at 6 o'clock in the morning, we have to get around to this 5K a day thing, and we'll get there in just a minute. Before we went live, I said exactly this to Josh. I said, if at 6 a.m. I look like I don't know what I'm doing, if at 6 a.m. I don't appear to be aware that we need to take a break and mention the 5K a day, I said, throw dog feces at me.
Yeah. And we didn't have any dog feces.
I look over a minute ago, and Josh is mimicking masturbation. And he's mimicking masturbation as if you have a 4.5-foot penis.
Yeah, that was creative license on my part.
That's also 2.5 feet around.
Yeah.
And I thought, what in the living hell are you doing? You're just trying to make me aware that it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, we got to do a giveaway.
One of the more frightening moments.
You're gross, Dana.
Here's the deal. And we're going to get right back to this Toy Hall of Fame thing. Trust me, we won't leave you hanging on that. Wonderful listening audience. You've got 5 different chances to win $1,000 every weekday around here. 5 different chances to win $1,000. It almost makes me wish that I listened to this radio station. Right now is one of those 5 chances. We call it the 5K a day.
If I could interject real quick.
Yes.
We're going to give you the keyword, but there's a different number to text. So just keep that in mind. I don't want anybody to miss out.
Right.
It's not the normal number. There's a different number you need to text.
Right. Text the national keyword BILL, B-I-L-L, to 95819. Do it now. The keyword is BILL. The number is 95819 for your chance to win. We'll text you and confirm your entry. Data and messaging rates, they may apply. Don't text and drive. What's the matter with you?
Why would you do something like that?
Listen for keywords daily at 6 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 6. That's 6 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 6. 5K a day. You got to get up on it. Thank you, Josh, but don't ever let me see you perform that.
Now I know.
That body
I gotta come up
language.
with a different signal.
Different body language. Oh, it's repulsive.
I was kind of into it.
I'll be honest, I grossed myself out.
All right. Good luck on that.
That's what I need to do tonight to start a conversation. I'll just reenact that.
Oh.
And if somebody needs a reminder for anything, just let me know the time. And I'll show up wherever you are on the boat, and I'll give you that signal.
I need a reminder every 5 minutes on the boat tonight, Josh.
Now that I've seen you mimic masturbation with pelvic thrusts,
Yes.
now that I've seen it, I feel a great amount of sympathy for your wife. That was a hideous sight.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't want to see that or be a part of it. I even told her yesterday, I said, you have an open invitation to explore my body anytime you want. Told her this at bedtime. And she's like,
Well, you were looking for sex last night.
I was hoping.
What the hell got into you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. I haven't slept much this week. I got here at 2 this morning.
A little weird.
What?
I get weird
Yeah.
when I don't get enough sleep. I crave things that I normally shouldn't crave. So last night you told the wife, I'm wide open for sex.
Yeah,
if you're...
you have an open invitation.
And
you can explore it at any time. And she's like, I've already explored it. And I had to tell her, well, what if I added something new? You know, it's been a while. Explore. And she didn't want to explore.
Well, it's only natural.
Yeah, so how is she supposed to know if there's anything going on that wasn't there the last time?
Every couple gets bored with each other after a certain amount of time.
And I think she's there with me, that's for sure.
Back to the National Toy Hall of Fame nominees for the year of 2025. The Scooter. Just an old-fashioned scooter, I guess.
Those are fun.
Slime.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
I remember back in the day when they'd put slime in a can, and I don't remember what we did with it. Maybe we never even bought any slime, but I remember the product being a thing. The Spirograph.
Yeah, those are okay.
I can't picture
I don't know that
My sister had one. I never really messed with it too much.
I thought of another one, Stretch Armstrong.
Sure.
That guy was cool.
Sure. he wasn't the only stretchy character. He started a stretchy trend, and there were a lot of dolls back in the late 70s that you could buy that you could stretch across the neighborhood. But yes, Stretch Armstrong was the starting point. I don't remember much about a spirograph. The Star Wars lightsaber is a nominee for this year.
Oh, that's cool. I wanted one of those when I was a kid.
Tickle Me Elmo's.
No thanks.
He was, my God, he was the biggest star in America.
Did you go to the mall for
Yes.
that? You did?
Yes.
Okay, I thought that was you.
Yeah, it was stupid.
And was there a huge... I mean, I remember on TV seeing the mall had a lot of people. Were you at that one?
Well, I don't remember. It was a long time ago, but it was... and I don't remember what it was exactly all about. Was it the first shipment of Tickle Me Elmo's arrived at the Mall of America to be sold in time for the holiday season or something like that?
It was in the holiday season for sure.
And being a stupid morning show, we had to be on all those hot scenes in town. We need someone there. We got to get somebody over there. It's Tickle Me Elmo. It's going to be a huge crowd, right? Bring the station van. Let them know who we are. I just remember, Josh, yes, there was a massive crowd at that stupid Planet Hollywood, and I got one of the dolls. That much I also remember. They were very kind to the media and made sure every media member got one of the dolls, and there were hundreds of adults waiting to get them for their ungrateful children. That much I do remember.
Yeah, that must have been... That's the exact one I'm thinking of where they showed it on TV. It was right outside Planet Hollywood, so you must have been right there.
And I gave that...
Right in the thick of it.
I was, and I gave that doll to somebody's child, and the parents thought I was a rock star.
I was going to say, you didn't flip it? I would have flipped it.
Oh, I did.
You would not have.
Oh, I did flip them. They did a 10th anniversary of them in 2006 when I was in college.
I stand corrected.
I bought a bunch and I flipped them.
I didn't have that presence of mind, and I just wanted to do something nice. Is that so wrong, Dana, that I wanted to do something?
People are texting in micro machines. Yeah, and those commercials were so great.
And the last nominee this year for the National Toy Hall of Fame is a strange one, but maybe I'm missing something. Simply, all I have in front of me is snow.
Yeah, are they talking about fake snow or just like it's kind of like, hey, everybody loves to go out and play in the snow?
I think the latter. I think
it's got to be that.
The natural weather event, snow. I wish I could explain it to you, but I'm not a meteorologist.
Pretty cold water falling from the sky.
Is that pretty much what it is? I think that's where they're going with it, Josh. They're just saying, hey, when we were kids, often all you needed was snow because you could pile up some snowballs and hit the nerd in your neighborhood in the jaw with a snowball as he gets off the bus. I think that's basically
that was a blast.
Yeah. I think you're right because I do remember a couple of years ago sand went into the Toy Hall of Fame as well.
There you go.
Those are great.
So the winners will be voted on by toy industry experts. There's also public voting. Look that up on your own. I'm not going to bother with that. And they'll announce the inductees in November. Last year, one or two of these were mentioned. Last year, the toys that got in, there were 3 of them. And I don't know, maybe that's the regular thing. They only induct 3 every year. I'm not 100% sure. The 3 toys that got in last year were the aforementioned My Little Ponies, the aforementioned Transformers, and a card game called Phase 10. Never played it.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one either. There's Go ahead. Sorry. Dave.
I was going to say it's kind of like Uno. It's a fun game. Me and my wife get overly competitive with it.
I'm mocking you with humping motions right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
God.
There's a documentary on Netflix called The Toys That Made Us, and it's really fun.
Oh, I love that documentary.
So, I mean, a lot of these toys are on it, and there's even toys that maybe you're not into, but they do such a great job on the show. You might like it. Again, it's called The Toys That Made Us. I mean, they have Star Wars, Barbie, He-Man, G.I. Joe, Lego, wrestling, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you mentioned, Nick. I watched all of them, but Hello Kitty and Barbie. And then I thought, I got nothing else to watch. And I watched them, and even those were entertaining. Especially true. Barbie. I mean, and this is like probably 10 years, or almost 10 years ago this originally came out. And the Barbie one was even interesting.
Oh, it was very fascinating.
It's kind of cool hearing some of the missteps they had along the way. Not Thundercats. What was the other one that was really interesting? Shoot, it's killing. Well, maybe it was He-Man. But they had some really fun stuff on there. They tell the story well. It's very nostalgic. So if you're looking for something, I thought that was really good.
When I was a kid, I thought Barbie looked pretty hot naked.
Oh, man, my sister had Barbies, and we did strip Barbie down.
I thought she looked pretty good in the nude.
I had misconceptions.
But I was just a kid.
I had misconceptions about what women look like without underwear for a long time. I got to the first time I ever saw it, I thought, this is so different. What's wrong with this lady? Mm-hmm. She doesn't look anything like Barbie.
You're a terrific crowd. Later on, C Willi Myles will wander in. Of course, Randy Shaver, I neglected to mention. Randy will be here.
Is Brad on today?
No, he's passed away.
Oh, no.
Andrew DePaula.
That's hilarious.
Purple Pickham. And again, for those of you who bought a ticket and are going to be cruising out to the Mississippi tonight to see us for our Infect the River party, thank you. Looking forward to a good time. We are.
Yeah, can't wait to see it.
Bye, damn, we are. We'll take a break, and we come back. We'll do the stupid news.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey, podcast pals. Dana here to give you a friendly reminder that now is the best time to get your furnace tuned up before we take a shot to the face with cold Minnesota weather. My pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning currently have same-day and next-day openings, but they won't last long. By the time October rolls around, if your furnace craps out, you'll be freezing your private parts off while dealing with side-eye from your significant other and pets for not calling sooner. So give Standard Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. Check this out. You can save up to $70 on your tune-up with Standard Heating. Visit standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com to book today.
Actor Michael Rosenbaum, he knows some of the most talented people in the business, and now he's getting the inside story.
Talking with Josh Duhamel. Did you ever suffer with anxiety?
I would put tremendous pressure on myself to deliver, because if I didn't know what else I was going to do.
David Tennant. If you could do Hamlet, nothing should make you nervous.
I was on the floor of my dressing room in the fetal position.
I've been there.
The Inside of You podcast.
I hope you enjoy the podcast. We talk about mental health and life and all that stuff. Thanks for being here.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
All right. Turn down the acid rock. Christ's sake.
It's too quiet.
Trying to have a conversation around here. Earlier we were jaw-jacking. We were talking about the National Toy Hall of Fame. And what the hell were we saying? Oh, yeah, we were going through a list of nominees for this year's Toy Hall of Fame. Like Slime, Connect 4, Battleship, the Star Wars lightsaber, and on from there. Got a text message here asking, what about the adult Toy Hall of Fame? I don't know if that's a thing, but this listener says, I think it's about time the double-ended dildo had its day in the sun.
What would be on there? Like the rabbit, the Hitachi wand?
I mean, if we're starting from... if we're starting from ground zero, just your average everyday vibrator, your average everyday rubber dong. What did you say a minute ago?
The Hitachi magic wand?
The Hitachi magic wand has changed lives from one end of town to the other, absolutely.
So, then sand and snow were in the Toy Hall of Fame. What about the index finger? Could we put that in there?
Dude.
I mean, that's probably the
right.
OG.
Sure, exactly, yeah.
And then when did they introduce the middle finger and the pinky? Was that like at a college campus later on?
Are you talking about the shocker?
That's correct.
Oh, my damn. I never thought you would be the guy to bring up the shocker.
I got here at 2 a.m.
Yeah, you're a little weird today. You got to go ahead with the nipple clamps and the butt plugs. I mean, we could do this all morning long. There are plenty of items that need to be inducted into the Adult Toy Hall of Fame, if in fact there is such a thing. And maybe there already is, and all of these items are already, I don't know.
Would the ball gag count?
Ball gag.
Oh, for sure.
Gimp mask.
Oh, the Sibian. This is a trash trucker Jesus.
Sibian, right? Ropes, chains, candle wax, a good old punch in the mouth. All of these
No,
are,
not that.
slapping.
No.
What?
No slapping.
All right, it's
Tarps for a little wet work?
Tarps, sure. The toilet. Just your average everyday toilet should be in the adult toy Hall of Fame.
Sex swing.
Your shower, your sex swing. The neighbor lady.
The yank somebody recommends.
The yank is an all-timer.
Is that a real thing?
It is a real thing.
People really use it, huh? I can't imagine it works.
Don't start that argument again, whether the yank is real or not. Remember, I told you I was at a party in my 20s where a father and son almost came to blows over the legitimacy of the yank. Son was talking about the yank and what it did. Dad didn't believe it was a real thing. They stood up. They were going to fight over the yank.
The inventor must have been so proud.
Can you imagine the mom/wife asking why her husband and son were fighting?
Right.
You'd have to make something up.
They come home with a couple black eyes. What happened?
I was there. Anal beads, the fleshlight. These are all items that are surefire nominees for the adult toy.
Oh, we never
Hall.
said fleshlight? Yeah, of course.
First ballot.
Look it up. Is there an adult? There's got to be. At this point, with the internet and everything.
And the AVNs, I mean, they must have some type of special wing for that.
Yeah,
for sure.
there's got to be an adult toy Hall of Fame.
Hey, if
Pocket Bronco.
If you guys want to look up what Wisco maple syrup Jesus said, you can. I'm not gonna read that.
You want me to look up what Wisco maple syrup Jesus texted us?
Yeah.
Okay. He said.
I refuse to acknowledge this text.
He said, "Hey Josh, I've just tuned in. Are you talking about your mom's Christmas wish list?
You son of a bitch.
She already has all of these and some extras.
You son of a bitch.
Here's a listener who texted in the double-ended dildo. Gotcha. That's how the conversation started.
That's how a lot of conversations start.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
My favorites.
I'm going to write that down for conversation starter for tonight. Rubber fist.
Rubber fist. Choking.
The suction cup dildo. Was that said?
No.
And, there's a suction cup mount for a fleshlight, I was told. Got a buddy who has one of those.
I'll go along with it.
But I know which buddy that is.
I bet you don't, actually.
Oh, okay.
But it's a good guess
Okay.
who you're going with.
It's the final. Stupid. Feel free, Josh, to interject any other ideas for the National Adult Toy Hall of Fame. Along the way, anytime, throw it in there. Sounds like you got something in front of you.
Here's a text, his binoculars.
Oh, my God.
It's a long shot, but it should be included in a nomination.
The Sawzall dildo, the strap-on harness, absolutely. You and your dog and that peanut butter.
Oh, no.
Oh, ooh. It's
all
your
going into the
dog.
Hall of Fame. They're all going into the Hall of Fame. By damn, we're going to light this pig. Our final stupid news report for the week. We're going to light this pig by talking about flying cars. F me. Are we there already? Flying cars?
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Have you seen one?
Just on the Jetsons.
Oh, no. I'm talking about real life skis.
No,
flying
never.
cars.
I mean, on video here.
Well, it says here we're about to have a conversation about flying cars. I did not know we were there yet. What's next? Imaginary motorcycles? Yeah, we mentioned the sex swing already. Here's the deal. Two flying cars collided at they collided in midair because they're flying cars. This was a couple days ago while they were rehearsing for an air show in China. Look out now.
Oh,
God help us.
Oh, that was graphic.
There were no survivors.
Actually, there were. Both pilots lived through the flying midair car wreck, the first of its kind. This is it, the very first flying car collision. Both pilots survived, but they're pretty pissed off at each other. They were performing silly stunts up there in the sky. They were in some kind of cute formation like they do at the air shows, and they got a little too close, and next thing you know, as my bro Curtis would say, smash-ola. Now, they call the damn things, Cubby, quadcopter flying cars, not the airplane kind, whatever that means. I don't know what they mean by the airplane kind. Anyone follow this at all?
I guess ones that just sprout wings and take off. I'm not sure.
They call them quadcopter flying cars. Those are the ones who crashed. So when the two flying cars collided, one of them was able to land safely. The other sumbitch burst into flames.
Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
And then it landed. One of the guys had to land on fire. Dang. The two pilots are pissed. They don't want to talk about it. There were chicks in the crowd and everything.
Yeah, when that's the first thing you look around for, right? There's some ladies that saw that.
I did not know we were already rolling with flying cars, but I am excited that we just discussed the first ever flying car collision. That's something we can tell our grandkids. I mean, when they pick us up at the old folks' home in their flying cars.
It's not as cool as I thought. They were going to just look like a Ford Focus that's flying around there, and it kind of just looks like a helicopter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, or a big drone. Maybe that's a better way to describe it, just a giant drone.
So it doesn't look... Oh, yeah, I was picturing the same thing, a Ford Escape with wings where the doors are.
Yeah.
We're Ford guys, me and Josh.
Well, at least for this conversation.
You Chevy guys are punks. SAWFT soft. That's what I said. I said it. Oh, dude, Benihana's.
Oh, I love that place.
Many memories there.
Hey, I'll go ahead and agree with you, Dana, and I'll tell folks straight up, I love that joint. And other joints like it. I just love that style of food.
Me too.
I make myself sick. I eat so much at joints like that, and I love every second of the sickness. I love it when they just give me a big bucket of rice with shrimp and steak mixed in there summers. I put it, I'm like a cow at a trough.
And the show is so entertaining. They got the onion volcanoes.
Dude.
And the shooting the sake in your mouth and
the knives
flipping
and
stuff.
Things are clanking back to... Yeah, they do, but they put on a great show. Word is in a place called Torrance, California, at the neighborhood Benihana's, folks hanging out having dinner and whatnot, they got to watch two employees cut loose and effing brawl. Just brawl. Oh my God.
This is actual audio.
Let's go, man! Don't touch me! There you go! Don't touch me! There you go!
Oh, stop touching me.
It's like siblings fighting.
Awesome. I mean, you know how it is in some situations. You find yourself working with someone that you cannot stand to be around. These things can happen.
There's a couple times around here I thought I was going to see you and somebody else throw down.
Yeah, there's a few punks that have come and gone that are lucky I didn't loosen their jaw for them. Text us right now. If you've ever had to go ahead. Text us right now. If you ever had to fist fight with a coworker, and briefly tell us what happened. How did it start? How did it end? Did both of you get canned? As briefly as you can. 651-989-9393 is our number. Have you ever had to go ahead and fist fight with a coworker? How did it start? How did it end? Did you keep your job?
I've never seen one even outside of with you, like I mentioned. Outside of that, I've never seen anything close. I've seen people, I guess, yelling at each other here.
Oh, yelling.
Throwing, but never like, where they're getting in each other's face almost intimately, like telling one guy to hit the other guy or something like that. Never seen that. So much so that what do I do? Do I just revert to grade school and high school and just start chanting fight? Is that what you do as an adult? I don't have any experience.
I would say skip the chanting, but gather round, just like we did in grade school. Gather round. You want to be ringside for the sales guy against the promotions lady. You do. So
I saw a yelling match that turned into a shoving match, and people ran in and broke it up. but it was the two of the biggest douchebags I've ever met in my life. I'm like, let them just kick each other's asses. Who cares? Why are you breaking this up right now? This is hilarious.
Let them go.
Let them go.
My son tells me there's going to be an upcoming fight, and he told me one of the kids. I'm like, no, there's not. That kid's not going to fight. I guarantee you.
You know one of the kids?
Yeah. Nope. I even know his parents. They wouldn't fight. That kid is not going to fight.
All right, so I'm looking forward to whether or not we get some texts on our listeners who've had to fist fight with a coworker. Again, 651-989-9393. Hopefully we get 0 texts. I don't condone that kind of thing, but if you had an episode, love to hear all about it. So anyways, 2 employees had to up and fight each other at the Benihana. It's on video. Josh played the audio for you. Dishes are being tossed like it's an Olympic discus competition. Customers are running for their lives. And I can understand that. There's sharp knives everywhere. Folks might have thought they were going to get caught up and cut by these 2 pissed-off coworkers. Eventually, a Benihana security guard pinned down one of the characters and walked him out of there. Cops were called to the scene. They say it was a dispute between a manager and one of the employees. And they make a cute joke here, too. It goes like this. Oh, Josh, you already made mention of this. Here's the joke. Things got more heated than an onion volcano on a hibachi grill.
Those are fun to look at. I still, to this day, I mean, it was 1986, and I remember this comment. I got in a fight with a kid, and one of the other, like somebody standing around watching is like, I think my grandmother could do a better job than the both of you, so must not have looked that cool.
You were fighting or someone else?
I was fighting another kid, yeah.
But was that
That's the last fight I ever got in, 6th grade.
Was it the first one?
No, I had a bad temper when I was little. I think that's why I don't now. My mom had to, pull me aside and say, you can't have that temper. I used to get fights all the time.
Before 6th grade, when you were little, you would fight kids.
It was crazy. I just had a temper. I couldn't take it. I would lash out.
Did you feel great shame afterwards?
Yeah. Although there was one time I got in a fight. So my school went K through 8. And I was in 3rd grade, and I fought a 5th grader. And I punched him in the face. And then the vice principal grabbed me out of the class and like, hey, you got to go apologize to so-and-so, otherwise he won't come inside. And I thought, apologize? Why would I ever apologize? I'm like, you're just going to let him stand outside and throw a temper tantrum? I didn't get it. So eventually I did go out there. I'm like, and of course I didn't mean it. I'm like, hey, sorry about that. Let's try and let bygones be bygones. I knew how to say that when I was that age.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it.
Yeah, you know what I always remember about my very first schoolyard fist fight. I mean, my brother and I got in plenty of fights, but my first schoolyard fist fight, we were very, very young. I don't remember what grade. But me and this kid squared off. The whole school circled around. I cracked him in his mouth. And that was as far as it went. And we both got called to the principal's office. Now, I wasn't too terribly worried about the repercussions. Yes, they're going to tell my parents. Yes, maybe I'll have detention or whatever you did in grade school. I wasn't too worried about it. This other kid that I fought with was so devastated by the idea that he was in trouble and by the idea that his parents were going to be notified about this. He just sat in the chair next to me in front of the principal, bawling uncontrollably. And I just felt so bad for the kid. And I wondered to myself, my God, what is it like for you at home? He was brutally beyond repair over this, and it kind of changed my whole vibe. You know, I went into the office still angry and hating this kid, for whatever started it. And by the time I walked out of there, I just felt terrible for him.
Yeah, you start to realize, maybe he's a dick because there's some things going on in his life, and you never would consider that.
Jesus
I certainly
Christ.
think if somebody's like a total a-hole, I just assume, well, they got something going on.
So this Benihana brawl is all currently, Josh, under investigation, as they say.
I like that it's one-on-one. I mean, nowadays it's usually 30-on-1.
Right.
And there's always those brave guys that wait until the person on the floor is knocked out to start kicking him in the face.
Yeah, there's a lot of brave.
It wasn't like that when we were kids.
Brave characters out there. Friggin' line cutters. Got to deal with them now and again, don't we? Line cutters.
Yeah, there's a couple of them out there. Or like the folks that'll snake you in a parking lot, get the last spot or something.
See, I never even entered the competition for that last spot. I always park far away.
So do I, yeah.
We were just mentioning dirty effing line cutters a day or two ago. I don't remember the conversation exactly. Who the hell do they think they are, line cutters? Here's a question for everybody, and all of y'all. Should all drive-thrus, your fast food restaurant drive-thru, should they have this policy for line cutters? This is cute. A woman in Los Angeles hopped onto that TikTok scene. She said that some numbnuts dude, he cut in front of a bunch of cars at an In-N-Out Burger drive-thru. And word is, this particular In-N-Out skis is notorious for long lines of 30 minutes or more. That doesn't sound very in and out to me.
No.
But it's a very popular joint.
Have you ever been to one?
I believe I had a burger in Las Vegas from In-N-Out, but I can't say for sure.
Yeah, I have a friend who lives in Los Angeles, and before I got married, I used to go visit a lot. I just had nothing else going on, and we never went. I always wanted to go, but she said the same thing, like, well, if you want to wait in line forever for, kind of a burger that might be a little overrated, I've never had it, so I can't say personally, then we can do that. So we just never did. It seems like one of those things where everybody who goes to California gets one of those.
Right.
And it's mostly to say that they had it.
Right.
It's not that it's that great. It's more of just like, well, yeah, I go to California. I'm on the West Coast pretty often. So, yeah, I know all about In-N-Out.
That would be about the most interesting thing about me, is I could say I had an In-N-Out.
Well, there's lots of interesting things about you.
So the In-N-Out drive-thru Los Angeles, they're notorious for long lines. So line cutter, limp dick, he cuts in front of everyone at the In-N-Out drive-thru. And they took his order anyway. So this lady who was telling the story on TikTok, she said when it was her turn, she asked if the In-N-Out folks had seen what he did with the line cutting. They did. And they told her he didn't actually get away with anything. And this is terrific. The In-N-Out folks told the TikTok lady that they added what they call here a home run note to his order. That's apparently the code they use when someone cuts in line at the drive-thru, so everyone, all the employees, know about it. When, like, say, the cooks and whatnot see home run written on an order, they make sure they don't give you your food right away. They ask you to pull over and put your blinkers on, hazards on, and they make you wait just as long as you would have waited if you didn't cut into line, maybe even longer.
That's pretty funny.
Everybody's waiting in line on this side street. There's so many cars in line. That guy just cut everybody. There's no way. And then they're just going to take way longer to make his order, as if he were to wait in line anyways. I love In-N-Out so much.
That's perfect, because that guy probably has no idea, right? He probably assumed he'd have to wait no matter what. Maybe he thinks he even got a deal. Mm-hmm. He would have had to wait longer if he didn't cut in line.
They're watching. They told her this guy probably ended up waiting 30 to 40 minutes for his food. That's brilliant. And it makes me appreciate fast food workers more than I already did. Friggin' perfect. F you line cutters. So he snuck in, and they said, oh, sure, you want a burger, fries? Yeah, a soda? Sure. Why don't you pull on over to the side there, put on your hazards. We'll get to you. Made him wait as long as he would have waited, or if not longer, if he didn't cut into line.
I'm with you. Mad respect to the drive-thru attendants and fast food workers.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm even impressed. You know how they have they'll have like two lines going, right? And then you merge what you order.
Yeah.
How do they even know who's who?
I don't know.
I've always wondered that too, Josh.
Like, because if I get there first, but I got a big order, and the person to my side shows up and just gets some fries, they're obviously going to go. How do they do that?
I have no idea.
It's amazing.
I've never been.
Is it math? It's math.
I think it's a miracle.
It's math.
It could be arithmetic. I don't know, Josh. I've never been behind the curtain at a fast food joint, so I don't know. You know, in the old days, the restaurant staff would have just got the new guy to splooge on his food.
Oh, yeah. I got a buddy who worked at a particular restaurant. It wouldn't be splooge, but everything that's in their respiratory system would end up on a sandwich or something.
So this is a more civilized way to get back at line cutters. Consider yourself lucky, line cutters, that you're not doing this back in the 70s.
That's really good.
They would have gotten the new guy to masturbate on your food.
I like when they have codes, right? A friend of mine worked at a restaurant. They'd have codes for attractive women.
Right.
The one, guacamole was a big one. So if like an attractive woman comes in, a guy on the line would yell back to the kitchen, "Hey, guacamole!" And then everybody, of course, would come out to take a look.
Yeah. Foxy lady in the house. That's what guacamole meant. And F me, we were also recently talking about the television show The Ozarks, and now here we are with a stupid news story from the Ozarks, Ozark, Missouri. It's funny how things work out like that. There are problems at Ozark High School. At the high school, they've had to temporarily close a few of the bathrooms because of, and I'm going to try to keep my vomit down. At the high school, they've had to temporarily close a few of the bathrooms because of a viral trend. Have you guys seen the new viral trend? It's a trend. It's viral. Everybody's going to... As you know, you cannot come between a high school kid and a viral trend. They'll straight up kill you dead. So it says here, everyone at the high school has been notified that all men's restrooms or boys' rooms at the main campus of this high school will be closed, except for one. Okay? And the word is, it's because the high school boys are anonymously posting videos of themselves taking a whiz all over the school. They're taking a squeege everywheres but the bathrooms. And that's where I get lost. If the young dudes are pissing everywhere but the bathroom, why are the bathrooms being closed?
Yeah, that seems very counterintuitive.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, it sounds almost like they're supporting it.
Yeah. Well, if you don't need these bathrooms, we'll just shut the doors. I don't get it.
Oh, we'll save money on the plumbing.
But the boys are running around the school, taking videos of them urinating all over everything they can find.
I'd like to think we would have been smarter back in the day not to film our stuff and then out ourselves on social media, but probably not, right? If we were raised with this kind of stuff.
Well,
I mean...
we weren't. We videotaped a lot of our terrible things.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And parents found the tapes, and it was horrible. Yeah. So,
yeah, then you probably would have, right? You probably would have done just this.
I don't think I would have been running around pissing on the plants and pissing in the library.
Posting the stuff you did, you know.
Would we have posted it? Good question. We tried. The stuff that we videotaped, we tried to hide it. We did. We didn't bring the videos out at parties and show people. We tried to hide it and keep it just amongst the 5-6 of us.
That makes more sense.
But our parents, not mine, but one of my buddies, he didn't hide it very well, and our parents saw us doing terrible, terrible things, including one night where one of my buddies put on his mother's underwear.
Oh.
And ran around the house drunk. So when the parents found the video, this mother had to ask her son, "Why are you running around the house drunk in my bra and panties?"
I could not do that. I could see going to Walmart and buying just a lovely complimentary set, that really accentuated my figure, but not my mom's. No way.
I'll never forget that. I mean, wild party going on, and then suddenly my buddy enters the room wearing women's underwear, and then it dawns on me, oh my God, those are his mother's underwear.
Oh, yuck.
So he had to, it goes without saying. Not only did his parents have to say, look, when did you start drinking? When did you start doing these things? Smoking pot, because it was all on tape. They also had to say, when did you start wearing mom's drawers around the... And then the other thing that I remember about this particular video where we got caught acting like ass clowns, destructive morons by our parents. On this video, Josh, there was a close-up mooning. Ooh. So the camera was stationary, and somebody walked up and pulled their pants and underwears down and close up. I mean, I hate to be the guy to say it out loud, but spokes.
Oh. Like enough where you could count them?
Yes.
Oh, man.
No.
So it was the worst video ever made.
People are saying that trend of urinating all over high school has caught on here. Apparently, there's a couple schools.
Oh, of course. Like I said, you cannot come between a high school kid and a viral trend. So they've sent out an email to parents asking them to have a discussion with their kids about what they call here proper sanitary practices.
You know, it kind of sucks that you have to do that kind of. I know I've had to have conversations with my son that I'm thinking, I don't think he's this stupid, but I probably should bring this up. For that very reason. And how disappointed would you be? You're peeing around school and then you're filming it and you're posting it on the internet?
Right. And the electronic mail sent to parents said things like, choices like these not only damage school property, but also affect the learning environment and the reputation of our high school. We know that the vast majority of our students act responsibly and respectfully. It's disappointing that the actions of a few have caused this inconvenience. They closed out their email by saying, piss isn't funny, piss is piss.
That is true.
Yeah, we had some stuff on video. God, I was so upset when my bro came to school and said, yeah, remember the video we made with the drinking and the pot smoking, and Donnie was dressed in his mother's panties and the close-up mooning and the destruction of neighborhood property. Remember that video we took? Yeah, my folks found it. I just thought, come on.
How did he feel about it? Because I was in a similar situation. I told you there was a Playboy passed around in 8th grade, and it just made the rotation amongst all the boys, and I had it, and I tried to hide it, and my mom found it. I mean, I never even opened the thing, and I had to go back to school, and my mom threw it away.
Yeah.
Unless my dad tucked it away somewhere.
You had to tell your bros.
Hey, you know that Playboy? And I'm only 4th in the rotation here, and I had to pass this along. I lost it. And I'll tell you what, I lost aura that day.
Oh, I bet you did.
Aura.
You lost aura?
I lost aura. I'm talking to the kids. So they understand.
You were what does that mean?
Just, I lost some credibility. Yeah.
Credibility with your friends.
Yeah.
So you asked, how did my friend feel about it? The one who...
I was miserable. I was sick. I'm trying to how am I going to tell these guys they're going to hate my guts?
He felt really bad. We were pissed. All of us said, for Christ's sake, you couldn't have found a better hiding place, But then as I got older, I realized that, what's his mother doing going through every inch of his bedroom in the first place? Anyway.
Was there anything specifically for you where you thought, oh, God, if she calls my parents, I'm in trouble?
Yes.
Do you mind sharing?
It wasn't anything that I said. Pardon me. It wasn't anything that I did. I mean, I was just as destructive as every other kid in the video, and disgusting and drunk. It was things that I said that I thought, oh, damn. The way that I was talking on this video, if it would have gotten back to my parents.
So she never outed any other kid?
I don't remember. I don't remember my folks ever saying, oh, well, I got a call from Mrs. Donnie about a video. I don't remember them ever, so I don't know if they ever found out about it.
If they did, it must not have been that bad. I'm sure you'd remember quite a punishment.
It was the things that I was saying about some of my classmates. That's what I thought, oh, boy.
Were you joking or did you mean it?
A little of both.
All
right, we got to take a break.
Well, this text says, real quick, I'm afraid Josh never had any aura. I had aura. Don't gaslight me. Don't gaslight me like that. Don't rage bait me. I'm talking to the kids. I'm trying to get a new group of listeners.
Touching
all the popular ones.
All the hot phrases with the young people. We need somebody for that younger demographic. We'll check the sports.
Why not be the 50-year-old?
Yeah, right. We'll be back here in a minute with the sports.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
I usually talk with Billy and the team, and it's not my job right now, and I just want to be focused, how I'd say, and be ready for the season and keep playing, and that's it.
That's how the Russian kid sounds?
Yeah.
I'd never heard him speak before.
I had neither.
That's the Russian kid. On the first day of Pigs training camp yesterday, the Russian kid said he likes living and playing hockey in Minnesota, and he called it his second home. Oh, he's as good as gone.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He said what? He likes living and playing here, and it's like his second home?
Yep.
He's a goner.
Adios.
Oh, my God.
Start printing up those New York Rangers jerseys.
Oh. Said he likes his teammates. He likes the foxy ladies in town. Well, then why did he turn down the largest contract extension in the history of the first day of training camp, Josh?
Well, he claims it's not his job. Not his job to deal with that. That's his agent.
Well,
I would think he'd have a bit of a say.
Yeah, it's his agent's job to do whatever he wants.
You love it here. You just said it's your second home, and we're going to give you more money than anyone's ever gotten. And he still turned it down.
He'll be playing for the Maple Leafs by Monday. That's my call. What else is going on? The Twins start a series with the Cleveland Guardians tonight. It's the final 4 games on the home schedule. The Buffalo Bills beat the Miami Dolphins last night. Clayton Kershaw says he's retiring from baseball. In a half hour, Randy Shaver will be swinging by. So will C Willi Myles. We'll talk to Andrew DePaola, long snapper for the Minnesota Vikings, about their upcoming game against Cincinnati and many other things, hopefully. And by Dan, what am I forgetting? We'll get a listener on air for Purple Pickham. We got lots to do. But for now, kick back, come back in a few minutes. Josh's news report will be right around the corner.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey, podcast pals. Dana here to give you a friendly reminder that now is the best time to get your furnace tuned up before we take a shot to the face with cold Minnesota weather. My pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning currently have same-day and next-day openings, but they won't last long. By the time October rolls around, if your furnace craps out, you'll be freezing your private parts off while dealing with side eye from your significant other and pets for not calling sooner. So give Standard Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. Check this out. You can save up to $70 on your tune-up with Standard Heating. Visit standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com to book today.
Actor Michael Rosenbaum, he knows some of the most talented people in the business.
And we try to bring you candid, open interviews, not just actor stuff. Julie Bowen is fantastic.
You know when you leave a job and you know you haven't done your very best job? I hate that feeling.
And if you're here for the wonderful Sarah Silverman, you came to the right place.
Comedy dies in the second guessing of your audience. You just have to keep writing what you think is funny right now.
The Inside of You podcast.
If you really love the podcast,
follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Follow us. It's free.
I felt really weak. I felt just like my blood pressure went down. I started sweating profusely. I felt cold. I also felt so confused as to where was this injury coming from.
A woman found herself on the receiving end of a massive rod on the roadway. And thanks to its impressive size, she's lucky to be alive after being penetrated so deeply. The freak accident left a top-heavy motorist named Jessica impaled by a metal rod while driving on a California freeway.
No.
She was on her way to go hiking Tuesday morning after
that'll teach you.
after dropping off her son when the unexpected happened. I thought I got shot. I thought a car hit me. I felt a big impact, Jessica recalled. Moments earlier, she heard a sudden pop from a premature load coming her way. At first, she didn't realize what happened, but soon learned a metal rod had blasted through the underside of her Ford Fusion, ripped through the driver's seat, and in an uninvited act of intimacy, embedded itself in her buttock.
In one of her ass cheeks?
Yeah, right through the left one.
F me.
That's a favorite one.
When paramedics arrived, they struggled to find a problem until she told them, "Please look behind me. I think I'm stuck to the seat." And she was. Medics discovered the rod still lodged in her body. As a nurse, she knew she shouldn't move or try to remove the object, but in shock, she did the opposite.
I know I shouldn't have done this, but I jumped out of my seat and I pulled myself out of the object. And I say that because you're not supposed to pull objects out. You don't know if you're in an area where you can start profusely bleeding, and I know that.
Miraculously, she's already home, though she is struggling to walk. She realizes, though, it could have been much worse. Now recovering, she's urging drivers to secure their loads before hitting the road.
Well, damn.
Yeah, that's scary.
I like how she said, it was interesting how she said she pulled herself out of the rod as opposed to the rod out of herself. I don't know if that she just misspoke.
I think the rod was stuck in the car, so she had to move her body versus pulling.
And I don't blame her. That probably wasn't the right thing to do, but in that moment, she's
you're panicking.
Probably in shock, probably panicking. I'd want to get whatever foreign object was lodged inside of me, I'd want to get it out of there as quickly as possible as well.
A Sunday morning rush to redemption turned into a sermon in speed physics when 3 New York residents were seriously injured after their pickup pirouetted across nearly 600 feet of road, up a curb, through a tree, and finally into a wall in a failed effort to make it to church on time. Just after 9 a.m. Sunday, 41-year-old Angel Vasquez was hurrying to avoid a late entrance to Mass, but the laws of motion weren't in the mood for miracles. His truck clipped a curb, lost a wheel, lifted off the ground, and came to a rest hundreds of feet away. Angel and his 16-year-old son, Dennis, were partially thrown from the cab, while 44-year-old Saul Vasquez took the express route out the rear window.
They lost Saul, huh?
Yeah, Saul just went right out the back.
How's he doing?
They're all doing okay. I mean, they all survived. They were hurt pretty bad.
God dang.
Officials later confirmed the trio had indeed been on their way to church when their high-speed homily came to an abrupt stop. Emergency crews treated them at the scene before taking them to the hospital. They were listed in serious condition. Authorities, to add insult to injury, they cited Angel for speeding, driving without a license, and operating an unregistered pickup.
What the hell's he doing driving without a license?
Yeah. Or an unregistered vehicle. Yeah, should have been going that fast.
Jesus, I've never known anyone. And I know a couple of very religious people. I've never known anyone in that big of a hurry to pray.
Yeah, maybe the priest is pretty particular. You walk in late and he's going to call you out. Maybe something like that.
Maybe there was pizza.
A series of bomb threats forced schools in Minnesota to shut down yesterday.
Oh, weird, bomb threats.
In southeast Minnesota, local law enforcement was searching for a person of interest who they believe prompted 3 schools to go into lockdown yesterday morning.
Appreciate all those bomb threats, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
According to statements from the districts, they entered brief lockdowns after being advised by local law enforcement to follow safety protocols. The Olmsted County Sheriff's Office said it stayed in contact with school officials throughout the morning, and they don't believe there was any direct or ongoing danger to the building's students or staff. Even so, authorities emphasize the investigation remains active.
Every day, bomb threat, evacuation, bomb threat, evacuation, bomb threat, evacuation.
Elsewhere in the Twin Cities area, police say a student is in custody after a bomb threat was sent to Osseo Learning Center yesterday morning.
Bomb threat.
Brooklyn Park officers responded about 7:50 a.m. after the school received an email claiming a bomb had been planted and was set to go off. The building was evacuated. A bomb-sniffing canine searched the premises, but no explosives or dangerous materials were found. Police later arrested a student on suspicion of making
a bomb threat.
And that the individual is now being held at the juvenile detention center.
We had so many of those back in the day. It just got old after a while.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or yeah, because you're post-Columbine.
Yes. So, like, the first time was very scary. We're all huddled outside. We're nervous. And then, a couple months later, it's like, all right, here we go again. Let's go outside for a half hour while they get the dogs in there, and then we can go back in.
Yeah, we didn't play that game in the 80s.
No. I almost wonder if somebody called one in, if the secretary would have just said, yeah, right, and hung up.
In 1986, the secretary would have said, goodbye, I've got other things to do. Again, appreciate the bomb threats, everybody. It's a lot of laughs.
Oh, and it does keep getting funnier.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you keep getting away with it. No, you don't.
Yeah. It's just a slap on the wrist, as we've learned. Enjoy the next 10 years in prison, dummy. A Duluth man with a long history of secretly snapping photos and videos up the skirts of unsuspecting women and girls seems to have learned very little from his past mistakes. The 32-year-old perverted jackwagon is now accused of striking again, this time at a high school graduation ceremony at the University of Minnesota campus last year.
High school graduation ceremony at the University of Minnesota campus last year.
That's right. Quite a few going on all at once. This is a follow-up to a story we talked about what had happened. On that day, several graduations were taking place outside Mariucci Arena, and when police stopped him, they discovered a cell phone, a digital camera, an SD card loaded with clips shot beneath the skirts of about 144 women and girls attending the ceremonies. A search of his car turned up an external hard drive holding 151 more images and videos of the same kind. A witness first noticed someone behaving oddly, carrying a bulky object under a hooded sweatshirt, hovering uncomfortably close behind women, and fiddling with something in his pocket.
Oh, Jesus, we know what he was fiddling with.
Each time he approached the entrance to Mariucci, he'd retreat as soon as he neared a metal detector, which led the witness to fear he might have a gun. Police approached and asked him where he was from. He said Duluth. Police asked who he was there to see graduate, and he couldn't name a single person at the ceremony.
Everyone, he said. Every damn last one of them.
Mike? John, just come up with some popular names.
Caden, Hayden, Graydon, Layden.
He already has 2 outstanding criminal cases for taking photos of the skirts of women in the Twin Cities last year. He's a real upstanding citizen. One Ramsey County charge stems from an incident at the Roseville High School graduation just a day before his arrest outside Mariucci. And in February, prosecutors accused him of sliding a phone under a fitting room door at Forever 21 in the Mall of America.
Oh, boy.
Where a woman inside was in her bra and underwear. She reportedly screamed, and he took off toward an exit, only to find it happened to be locked, which is kind of hilarious. So he had to go back the other way. The woman stepped out and saw him running toward another exit, and then eventually he ran out the mall. As of yesterday's press time, he was not in custody, and a warrant, however, is out for his arrest.
And you think you whack off too much?
Me?
Oh, anyone in general.
Oh, no, glad. I thought that was directed at me.
Anyone in general.
Today's math class word problem. If Mrs. Summers has 0.8 grams of cocaine and 0.5 grams of marijuana, how many semesters before she's eligible for parole? Virginia Summers, a 47-year-old math intervention teacher at Westdale Middle School in Baton Rouge, swapped fractions for felonies Tuesday after failing a surprise drug sweep. A canine from the local drug task force sniffed out something suspicious in her book bag, prompting an officer to take a closer look. Inside, the officer checked Summers' wallet and discovered what looked like cocaine, and a field test graded it a solid C for cocaine. Summers reportedly claimed the stash belonged to a friend, but said she did snort some at a tailgate party outside the LSU football game the weekend before. She had a bit of a sample.
You have a good time? Who won?
When police asked if they could search her SUV, she agreed. The report says officers found marijuana there, 2 pipes, lighters tucked inside the glove compartment, along with 0.8 grams of cocaine and 0.5 grams of marijuana.
Well, there you go.
Sometimes you need something stronger than coffee at work, I guess.
Yeah.
Mounds View is about to get its sea legs back.
God. Trying to keep an appetite, Josh.
Well, this might, cause some hunger pangs.
Guy goes ahead and says Mounds View without any warning. What's going on?
The return of their iconic mermaid, much to the delight of seamen everywhere. After a 6-year sabbatical, the city's legendary 38-foot fiberglass mermaid is coming home to her rightful roost atop the Mermaid Entertainment and Event Center. The larger-than-life lass was... You
used to make out with girls at the Mermaid.
I did, yeah. When we had a regular thing there. One of them was a PDA, and it was kind of embarrassing.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you would openly make out with women.
I'm embarrassed by that.
At the maid ski.
I would have liked to have been there for that.
I was a young man, Dana. I didn't know any better. Well, I knew better, and I still did anyway.
We've all been there, Josh.
The Mermaid? I can see why. It's fun. The larger-than-life lass was hauled down in 2018 when officials deemed the structure unsafe. Last year, plans came together to bring her back to life. The project involved a fresh coat of paint and patching up bullet holes, which I think is kind of funny.
Here we effing go.
People are shooting at the Mermaid?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I cringe when you said Mounds View.
Yeah. According to the mayor, the city truly missed its playful landmark, so it became a mission to bring back that topless emblem of Mounds View so we can view those mounds once again. Giggity. Now polished, patched, and prepped for her close-up, she's ready to make waves once more. Tomorrow, the city will christen her comeback with a grand reveal at her old and soon-to-be new again perch at the Mermaid. The celebration will center around the statue with live music, food trucks, a cash bar, yard games, bowling specials, and even a pirate.
I'm sorry, they've hired a pirate for the party to celebrate the return of the... So, you were a real deal closer back in those days. You'd go to the Mermaid, you'd lock up with a complete stranger, and next thing you know, you were pinballing back and forth like it was prom night.
A couple times, Tim. I mean, not like an impressive amount of times.
Stop being modest.
He was a killer.
You were a lady killer.
In theaters this week, just a couple times. Jordan Peele. I have Jordan Parisi on the mind because it's his birthday today. Jordan Peele produced thriller fusing football with fright called Him. A young athlete descends into a world of terror when he's invited to train with a legendary champion whose charisma corrodes into something evil. Also in theaters today,
Is that the guy who did Get Out?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, I'll pass.
It does look kind of stupid.
Oh.
Maybe it's not. It's not what I expected. I watched the preview and I thought, oh boy, I wonder if this is going to be any good.
Dana, did you ever watch Get Out?
I did.
Did you like it?
Not as much as other people did, but I found it enjoyable.
It's terrible.
Also in theaters today, the dark comedy crime caper Adulthood, directed by Alex Winter, a.k.a. Bill S. Preston Esquire in 1989's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and the sequels.
Oh, wow.
When siblings Megan and Noah uncover a long-buried corpse in their parents' basement, they stumble into a wildly escalating spiral of crime, cover-ups, and murder. Margot Robbie, Hubba Hubba, and Colin Farrell, also Hubba Hubba, play a couple who travel back in time in the new sci-fi drama.
Travel back in time.
A big, bold, beautiful journey, co-starring Kevin Kline. On Netflix, Haunted Hotel. After inheriting a hotel from her late brother, a single mom moves in with his good-natured ghost and high-maintenance guest who never checks out. Tomorrow on Netflix, the streaming premiere of 28 Years Later. Anybody see that one?
No, I haven't.
Never saw it.
I saw the first one. Really liked it.
I like that. I like the zombie gimmick they got going there, but I only saw the first one.
Yeah. Maybe we can have a party and watch the trilogy. 28 Years Later tomorrow on Netflix. Then streaming on Sunday.
Oh, I got to go to the bathroom.
I really want you to watch this, Nick.
What am I trying to watch on Sunday?
The Season 3 premiere of Sylvester Stallone's Paramount Plus crime drama, Tulsa King.
It's not going to happen.
You'll like it, man.
Never going to happen.
You'll like it.
I know I will, but it's never going to happen. I got to go to the bathroom.
In Season 3, as Dwight's empire expands, so do his enemies and the risks to his crew. Now he faces his most dangerous adversaries in Tulsa yet. Sorry, there's sirens in those clips.
Why did he slow his delivery like that?
To add emphasis.
Sound like he was dying.
Maybe he's trying to torture you because he knows you got to poop. As with the previous installments, the third season of Tulsa King.
He's not lying.
He's got to go. I know that look on your face.
Look at me.
It's like when you have a baby and you can see it coming. Yeah. I can see the look on his face.
Sweat pouring.
I will be completely unprepared for our conversations with C Willi Myles, Andrew DePaola, and our Purple Pickham contestant. Completely unprepared.
There will be 10 weekly episodes once again, concluding November 23rd, and even before the third season premieres on Paramount Plus on Sunday. They've already confirmed there is going to be a fourth season of Tulsa King.
Oh, my God.
Get ready for an action-packed weekend at the Viva La Vida Taco and Tequila Festival with Lucha Libre Wrestling, margaritas, tacos, and 13 bands across 2 stages. Quite the party. Festivities start tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. with something really special at 6 p.m., they tell me. Then it continues on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tickets are $20. Kids under 12 get in for free. The Viva La Vida Taco and Tequila Festival will be located at 425 Rice Street in St. Paul, near 94 and Marion Street by the Capitol there. Metro Transit is offering free rides for all guests. And sign-ups are open for the Culver's Shaver Slam, hosted by Pints and Paddles, Saturday, October 18th, and Sunday, the 19th, if you like your pickleball. All proceeds benefit the Randy Shaver Cancer Research and Community Fund.
I got a sewer pickle that's ready to eat. I'll tell you that. Christ's sake, longest news report ever.
Keeping your generous donations right here in Minnesota. Over 200 players have already signed up, so if you're interested, you might want to register soon at randyshavercancerfund.org.
Winner plays Josh.
I wouldn't mind playing. It's been a while for me. I do enjoy that.
Yeah.
Coming up next, we'll talk to Andrew DePaola, Randy Shaver, C Willi Myles, Purple Pickham, and we might hear from Nick if he makes it back from the bathroom.
The Minnesota Vikings interview.
Personal foul, 69, offense. He was giving them the business.
Touchdown! Vikings win it! On the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Veteran leadership, a guy who's done it. He's been around really good teams. He's been around some not so good teams. So it's a little bit of experience to say, well, this doesn't really work so well, and this does work well.
That's Vikings wide receiver Adam Thielen speaking about the new starting quarterback, Mr. Carson Wentz. Let's go ahead and pull Randy Shaver into this mess. Hello, Randy.
Good morning.
And C Willi Myles.
making a Friday appearance. Good morning.
Good morning. Right. Yeah, normally we see you earlier in the week. C Willi nice enough to swing by on a Friday, and we're also glad to get a chance to jaw jack again with a guy who, over the last few years, he's snapped his way into the hearts of Vikings fans everywhere, including ours. The most feared man in the NFL, Vikings Pro Bowl caliber long snapper, Andrew Depala. How you doing, son?
Morning, guys. Doing great. Doing great. How y'all doing?
Good to hear. We're doing good. Our weekly chat with Vikings captain and three-time Pro Bowler Andrew Depala is brought to you by Luther Kia of Bloomington, and we appreciate their help quite a bit. We're doing all right. You know, Friday, we got a big boat party tonight. I don't suppose you could swing by.
Probably not.
Well, you're welcome to.
Yeah, we got a boat party out on the Mississippi with a live band and free food and everything. I mean, you look like a guy who could eat.
I could eat. Yeah, it depends on the food, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honey, good luck with the kids. I'm going out with some guys from the radio on a boat tonight.
They got food.
Is there something you're obligated to do on Friday nights when you play on a Sunday, or is it free? You've got your whole night ahead of you.
No, our Fridays are pretty free.
That's nice. Well, if you change your mind, give us a phone call. Get you on the friggin' boat. C Willi Myles, you want to come on the boat?
Today?
Tonight,
yeah.
Come on,
man.
Sure.
Really?
We put him on the spot.
We could get you on the boat. Oh,
absolutely.
Andrew Depala, you boys have had a pretty adventurous first couple of weeks. Lots of unfortunate injuries over there. Is the locker room running low on ice at this point?
They keep it pretty stocked with ice.
Dang, man.
Which is nice.
But, I mean, it's been a little bit of a troubling deal over there.
There's some bumps and bruises, and there's, I guess, more than I even thought. But that's football.
Yeah, well, we hope that these boys can get back in the mix as soon as possible. Van Ginkel, Josh, doesn't know what to do without his weekly dosage.
It's so weird how you've keyed in on something that doesn't exist. You stir the pot.
Josh kind of fanboys for this Van Ginkel character, and we haven't seen him much. So that'll be great to get guys like that back. Who am I missing? Randy Shaver?
Aaron Jones is out, I think, this week.
Sure.
Yep, that's correct.
Oh, what the hell am I thinking? Of course, the freaking starting quarterback.
Yeah, sure.
I knew there was an obvious answer.
I thought
there.
you had already said that. So.
Well, I did. I did mention that Mr. Carson Wentz will be starting, and
yes.
I call him Mr. because I have respect for my elders. I mentioned that Mr. Carson Wentz will be starting without acknowledging the obvious. That, yeah, of course, J.J. McCarthy, the poor kid, only gets one start, 2 starts, and now an ankle injury. So, anyway, tell everyone we have our fingers crossed for him, Andrew.
I'll let them know.
Tell us all about this European tour you're about to go on now.
Yeah.
God help us.
Oh, yeah. Sheesh. That should be pretty cool. The first game in Ireland. Looking forward to that. And then we will head over to London. I guess not across the pond because we'll be across the pond already. But heading there. Going to be there for a week. Should be a good time.
Have you been to one or both of those places yet?
What are the faraway places you have already played a game? I'm
just
trying to,
London.
It was a couple years in a row now you've been to London.
So we did London in 22 and 24.
Okay. You've played there before, but never Ireland.
No. Nope.
And, I mean, the plane rides, the long plane rides, does that bother you?
Yeah, I mean, that long, yeah.
How do you pass the time? I mean, do you kind of talk to some of your co-workers there, or do you bring an iPad or something?
Co-workers.
So, on the way there, we kind of have like a routine they want us to follow. So, basically, we're supposed to be trying to up our bedtime for the next couple days. So then when we do leave Thursday night, you can go to sleep for the 6-7 hours that you're on the plane, and then when we land in Ireland, it should be around like 8 in the morning their time. Mm-hmm. So we'll just be up and ready to go.
Hopefully. I'm no good at sleeping on airplanes. I specialize in binge drinking and taking drugs when I'm on an airplane. So hopefully you can get the rest that you need. So you head out to Ireland, sightseeing, things like that?
It'll be tough in Ireland because we get there Friday morning, and then Friday when we land, they have us on such a schedule, that we get there, we get to the hotel, calisthenics right away, get on the field, meetings, and then we have practice. So they keep that first day pretty structured. And then, Saturday's like a normal Saturday before the game.
Okay.
And then play the game.
And next thing you know, you're playing in London after that. I mean, C Willi Myles, you ever perform comedy in London and or Ireland?
No, not neither Amsterdam, but never.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Jesus.
Never London.
I bet that was a party.
Red light district.
I mean, did you? You're not a drinker.
No.
Were you ever?
No.
Like not even your St. Cloud State days, huh?
No. I drove.
How in the world did you go?
Yeah,
to college?
I know.
Oldest person in the history of that university.
I know. Thank God I was
in the world.
You were the only sober kid at St. Cloud State.
Yes.
Basically, yeah. I was a theater major, so I act drunk. So my friends, I was a sober driver. I mean, for the whole 6 years I was there.
Yeah. But
what are you laughing at, Randy?
Despite being dry,
right,
you had to have taken a walk down the red light district.
Oh, without a doubt. That was the whole point. I took the gig.
A friend of mine tells me it's everything you imagine it to be and more. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
My mother-in-law even went through there just to see what it was like.
It is.
She traveled over there.
It's epic, man, and it's something I think if you ever go there, you have to see it.
Do all the windows have like red sheer curtains and there's ladies dancing in them like in the movies?
It's not that obvious.
It's not? They hide it a little bit better than that?
A little better than that. You just know that there's nothing illegal down that street.
Yeah.
But there's some cool places to eat and hang out and watch. It's good people watching.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I got pretty much, I was there for six days and pretty much got a new show every day, just sitting there watching.
I bet.
People watching. You had a whole new show the next night.
So, Depo, how long are you going to be there in total? Or I should say out of town in total?
We'll be out of town, I think, for 10 days.
Do you get to bring the whole family with?
Yeah, or a date.
Or both.
So my lovely wife will be in Ireland.
Okay.
Kids are going to stay here. And that's the game she'll go to. I mean, and I'll be in London by myself.
I don't think you want to come off like a complainer or anything. Who does? But I mean, really, honestly, when you get the phone call or whatever, and they say, "Yeah, we're playing in Ireland and London this season," do you say yippee or do you say, "Oh, for Christ's sake, why do we got to go all that way to play football"?
Kind of like both. Yeah. I mean, I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But the Ireland game, it'll be fun. Like the first game in Ireland, there's a lot of excitement around it. That'll be cool. That'll be neat. And then the NFL does do the London games really well. They've been doing them for how many years now? They seem to have it down. So it is a good trip. But I'll admit it's a lot on the body.
Yeah, it's a lot, especially for the oldest guy on the roster, if you don't mind me mentioning. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah.
True.
You've said you've played in London a couple times. What are the crowds like? Is it because it's not necessarily a home game, but I hear the Vikings have good support over there? Is it just kind of weird? What's it like?
And how big are the crowds? I mean, how many people do you expect?
So the stadium's full when we played there. I think maybe the stadium holds 50,000 people.
Wow.
Just a guess. And the crowds are great. They're very different from like American crowds. Like the American crowds know when to cheer, know when to get loud. And over there, they just cheer.
And they've always got some kind of a chant or a drinking song or something going, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you they'll be very vocal in Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
But you can't make out a friggin' word they're saying. Be ready for that, Andrew, if you do get to walk around town a little bit. I went to Ireland once. I was there for 4 or 5 days. I could not make out a single word that was said to me. And it was English.
Yeah, despite them speaking English.
But it is so fast, and the accent is so heavy. I just, over and over again, I felt so bad. I over and over again just had to say, look, I can't make out what you're saying to me. And they'd repeat themselves and repeat, and I'd have to say again, sorry, I'm out. No idea.
And if I can offer one other thing, if you ever talk to one, don't get weirded out. They always make eye contact.
Oh, really?
The whole time they're talking, they stare right at you.
This is Irish people?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Make good eye contact, and they just, you just look at, don't stare at their lips, because when they're talking, it just walks out, man. And you'd be like, I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, I'm with Nick on that.
Tough.
Man. It is hard.
It was tough. And not trying to scare you or anything, Andrew, but oh God, I was certain we were going to die on our plane ride to Ireland. I was and I wasn't the only one on the plane who was 100% certain we were seconds away from death the way they drove that stupid airplane into Ireland. I've never had an experience like I stood up out of my chair and screamed, "What the F is going on?" as we were approaching our landing, and I think the town was called Shannon.
I bet that helps things.
That calms folks down.
Hey, I'm not the calm down police. I'm just. I paid my money for a safe plane ride to Ireland, and I didn't feel like I was getting my money's worth. I stood up and I verbalized my issue. I mean, imagine this, Depot. 3 times in a row, engines screaming. We pointed straight up in the sky.
Oh, no.
And then we, what do they call this, Josh? We descended.
Right.
And then again, engines screaming straight up in the sky, and then we descended. And then the third time we screamed straight upwards like the friggin' space shuttle. That's when I stood up and said, okay, what are we doing here? And on the way out, the pilots didn't say a friggin' word.
They hid in the cockpit.
They didn't say a friggin' word.
My bad.
Oh, man. Yeah, look forward to that.
Yeah, so have fun on your trip, man.
Yeah.
Look forward to
Thanks,
that.
guys. Thank you.
I'm sure you'll have better pilots.
I got something for you, Andrew DePaola. Earlier on this morning, we were talking about the National Toy Hall of Fame. Every year, the National Toy Hall of Fame dumps 12 finalists out there. And then they select 3 to go into the hall. This year's finalists are things like the board game Battleship, Trivial Pursuit, Connect 4, Furbies, and this and that, Star Wars lightsabers, Tickle Me Elmo. And I asked Dana, what was your go-to toy as a kid, where if you lost it even for 5 minutes, you would be devastated, like it was your go-to? Randy Shaver, C Willi Myles, you can get involved too. When you were a kid, Andrew DePaola, what was like your favorite little gimmick there?
Gosh, favorite toy.
I had a hard time coming up with it also until Josh brought up things like the little green army men. What other? Oh, Tonka toys.
Trucks were a big one.
That's our generation, Tonka toys.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we were big in the Tonka toys. We kept them in the sandbox.
Mm-hmm.
What about like Super Soakers? A lot of people text in Super Soakers.
Those are amazing.
We didn't have too many of those growing up. It wasn't like
you get the bagels wet.
Yeah, you can't get the bagels wet. They don't do good soggy. I'm trying to think.
Action figures, Transformers, that kind of thing. Anything like that?
Growing up, we didn't have too many toys.
Hot Wheels
like that. We just grabbed a ball and went outside and made up games.
Oh, so that's how you became a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Were you into video games much?
No.
Man was outside playing.
Yeah, that goes without saying. I think all of us, maybe with the exception of Dana, because you were such a gamer, all of us, our number one choice was to go outside and play baseball, football, hockey. But, when you were indoors, sure, you had to also keep yourself occupied.
Yep.
What about C Willi Myles?
Rock'em Sock'em Robot.
Oh, nice. Those are cool.
That's fun.
Yeah.
And you, I imagine you could wear one of those out pretty quickly, and then Mom and Dad got to go get you another one.
Oh, no, you take care of it. You only got one.
Okay. You didn't have the option of...
Yeah, he had to fight. He just trained. We didn't have enough money to get the second one, so he just trained the whole time.
There was no one on the other side of the board to play against you?
Absolutely. I'm just saying, man, I grew up poor. I grew up in the projects, bro. That's not something they're working on. That's a finished product.
Randy Shaver, what did you do?
Well, I was very much into electric football.
Oh, yeah.
When I was growing up. That was a big thing for me. But when the Nerf ball came out with the basket that you could suction cup to the door, that was the big thing for me, was playing basically by myself, playing basketball with the Nerf ball.
Yeah, taking some jump shots.
Inside.
Pretending you were Jerry West.
Yep.
No, you were dunking.
There was no such thing as a slam dunk when Randy was a kid. No one had slam dunked yet when Randy was.
They had just cut the bottom out of the peach basket.
I think it was actually illegal. You couldn't do it.
Right. Until they merged with the ABA, it couldn't help it.
Yeah.
That's why they bring that excitement.
Oh, man, those are good. Rock'em Sock'em Robots, that's a great answer. Yep. I always wished I would have gotten my hands on that. I never did.
That was
the little green army men we played all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was saying. That was like the one that lasted the longest.
And you'd play the game where you had marbles and you try to knock them down.
Yeah.
So you'd set up your army, and then you take turns trying to knock them down. And when you knocked them all down, you're the winner. But yeah, we used to do that all the time.
That was a good one for your parents because they were so cheap. Get a big bag of them for next
yeah.
Oh, man.
Sure.
You play with them all day, set them up all around the yard. It was war.
Parachutes on them, starting them on fire.
You could get her done. By damn, you could get her done. So I don't know. Are we going to get a chance to talk to you, Andrew, before you leave for Ireland? I don't know your schedule, because if not, we'd like to wish you all the luck in the world now. What do you got going next week?
We head out to Ireland Thursday.
So I don't know if we'll get a chance to talk to you. I don't know your schedule.
I think we're gonna try and make it work.
Well, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah, it'd be wonderful.
We'd love to have one more word with you.
What's the time change? What time would it be?
It's 6 hours later or something like that, right?
So I think it'll only be 1:30 there in the afternoon.
1:30 in the afternoon.
So
we're actually off next Friday, aren't we? So maybe.
Yes.
What time does your plane take off? Do you know? Like, would you be able to be available in the morning next Thursday?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Let's shoot for that then. That'd be great.
Yeah, we'd love to get you on the line.
I was going to get an Irishman on here and let him talk to you guys and piss y'all off.
You didn't know what he was saying.
Well, that'd be great if we could talk to you while you were there and put one of those Irishmen on the telephone. My God, we'd be completely confused. All right, dude, good luck Sunday against the Cincinnati Bengals, and we'll talk to you next week.
Hey, thanks, guys. Looking forward to it.
Thank you very much. And Drew, here we go. Let's see what we can do with one of our listeners this morning via the Purple Pickham Challenge. And this is the kind of prize that could change your life completely. The Purple Pickham Challenge, brought to you by Xfinity and Dickey's Barbecue Pit in Eagan. Listen every week during the football season. Listen weekdays for the contest keyword during the 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. hours. When you hear it, text it in to 651-989-9393 for your chance to win a $25 gift card from Dickey's Barbecue Pit in Eagan. You'll automatically be qualified for that week's Purple Pick'em drawing. Each week, we'll draw one qualifying listener to predict the halftime score and final score of this week's Minnesota game. And the lucky sumbitch today, I swear to God I have this somewhere, Amanda from Blaine. Let's bring Amanda onto the telephone. Are you there?
Yes.
Also known as can't decide on a she's name, she's.
That's perfect.
You've been listening to the program for a long time, Amanda?
Yeah.
And you still can't come up with a she's name?
No.
Can we try to help you here live on the radio?
Sure.
What do you do for a living?
Right now I'm doing like independent contractor type delivery job, so DoorDash, Walmart.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, well, there's driving, this and that, Walmart. I don't know, there's just somewhere we can go with that, I suppose. Are you a single lady?
No.
Okay, boring. Do you have a favorite food or a favorite band or a favorite show or something that you're passionate about?
Metallica.
Metallica, okay. Anything, Josh?
Well, you said you have a lot of different jobs?
Yeah, kind of.
Like, I was thinking maybe promiscuous Jesus. Can't really lock her down. But then she said she was in a relationship.
You are?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different directions we could go. Let's get your predictions here first. Now, Amanda, if you correctly predict either the halftime score or the final score, you'll win $1,000. If you get them smooth, both spot on, that means $100,000 in a trip to that big stinking championship game this February. So Minnesota, Cincinnati, which direction are you going for halftime?
Halftime, I picked Minnesota 13, Cincinnati 10.
And what about when she closes out?
Final, I got Minnesota 23 and Cincinnati 17.
All right. Where are you from? I'm still trying to find an angle for this Jesus name. Where are you from?
Blaine.
I said Blaine, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, let's go with from a terrible town, Jesus.
I really should get a realtor and move Jesus.
Yeah. Which one do you like, about the realtor or just a terrible hometown?
Neither.
You're a proud Blainer.
I can't think of a Jesus named Jesus. I like that one right
I think
there.
it's too late. I think we've seen that texted to us before. We've said it out loud a couple times now. I think that we got to make it official. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Can't think of a Jesus named Jesus. That works for us. Hope you have a great weekend, Amanda.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks for listening, and maybe we'll talk to you next week, and we're raining down all kinds of accolades upon you because you've won.
That would be amazing.
So long, Amanda.
Yep, see ya.
Or if she wins, the first thing she'll do is move out of Blaine. Jesus.
You know she will.
Yeah, when she gets that $100,000, she's out.
Former Blaine resident Jesus.
Thanks, Xfinity, Dickey's Barbecue Pit in Egan. We got the Purple Pickham thing cooking once again. Oh, man. Crap.
What?
I forgot to... I was going to bring up fights at work to Andrew DePaula. Fights at work.
I'm sure he's seen plenty.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt.
But like a real fight. C Willi Myles, Randy Shaver earlier. How the hell did we get on the subject, Josh? Oh, there was a fight
at Benihana.
Benihana's, yeah.
Benihana restaurant in California. Folks sitting around windmilling delicious meals into their yaps, and two coworkers brawled at the Benihana. And these lucky bastards in the restaurant got to watch it all. So we got on the topic of, have you ever been in a fist fight at work? You know, what happened? How did it start? How did it end? Did you get fired? We got a lot of text messages that have come in. Damn it, I was going to ask Andrew DePaula. Sure, you see football players, grabbing each other by the face mask and all that silliness at practice. I'm talking about a real fight. And I neglected to ask him about it. Any
what about
fights?
You guys?
Yeah, any fights at the newsroom, Randy? Fist fights?
No, nothing physical. Arguments for sure. Language, even more, but no.
Didn't Brick kill a guy with a trident?
Oh
He
my
tried,
God!
Yes.
Wow.
But the smell was so pungent that everybody just kind of froze.
Oh yeah, Bigfoot's
So,
D. I've heard that.
Right. Yeah.
Even when you guys see, I can understand that you wouldn't fist fight at your studio here in town.
Right.
But what about those out-of-town trips? That's where usually trouble started for us, was the out-of-town trip. Because everyone's drunk. They don't want to be in Dallas with you or wherever you are. You know what I mean? You're the last person they want to go to Des Moines or Dallas with to cover a ball game. You get too many drinks.
Sure. Appreciate all that. I would say actually there's a better chance you're going to have a fight in the newsroom than you will be on the road, because on the road everybody's on the same page. We're on the company dime. We're all eating better than we would at home. and we're actually working kind of less than we would be working at home because nobody's watching us. So.
Okay. All right,
so I would say the vibe is better on the road road than it is at home.
C Willi Myles, comics comics can be terrible to each other.
Yeah.
Rude and disrespectful and insulting. There's a deep rivalry when it comes to some personalities. So I'm sure you've seen a few scraps.
Absolutely.
Have you ever had to whoop somebody's ass?
No, I've never had to do it. I've stopped a fight, and I've had to wrangle the guy in because he was so flippin' drunk that I had to sit outside his hotel room so he couldn't come out. I mean, I
have experience.
Bring him.
I went to St. Cloud State. He was so hammered, he's in his hotel room, and you were kind of babysitting him?
Yeah, but I had to fight him to get him in his room. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not letting you go back to this bar. You gotta. We have shows to do. I'm not responsible for you, but I'm not going to be the one to have to call your family because I'm on the road with you, and this is how it's going to go down. So I literally had to drag him in, and they were looking at me coming through the lobby, and it looked like I was fighting him, but I wasn't, and I think they knew that.
Yeah.
But I've seen some fisticuff, and it gets crazy.
Kind of a sensitive crowd, the comedy crowd.
Oh yeah. Some of those guys, I think sometimes they get too into their feelings about their material. If they think someone's doing something similar to what they're doing, and they want to approach you on it.
Right.
But I'm more of an on-site guy. Like if you come at me, you will catch these hands. But if you don't, I'm okay with you just saying whatever you want to say and keep walking, but don't pull up on me.
You're such a nice guy. Has there been a comic who was directly disrespectful to you?
Oh, absolutely.
What didn't you say? So you and I were talking once. I have a friend who was a stand-up. I think it's a mutual friend of ours, and he had mentioned there's certain comics, like some big-name ones. If they think certain jokes are too funny and you're opening for them, they say, "Sorry, you can't do that."
Exactly.
And you've had that same experience.
Yeah, and that's the one I almost had to go to fisticuffs with. And I just like, this is how it's going to be, bud. This is what I'm going to do. If you can't follow it, do something different.
Be funnier.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You're the headliner.
You're the headliner.
Try and be funnier.
Right. Or you want to go up before me and do your bit, and I'll go up right after you and do the exact same bit. It's just funnier. And you're not going to stop me from doing my bit, because your bit is not as funny.
I can't imagine someone coming after C Willi Myles. You're one of the nicest bitches I ever met in my life. And I bet you could hand a guy his ass.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. I
am not concerned with my hands, and I'm not concerned with my material on stage. There's two things you ain't gonna get. You're not gonna get me to back down on.
You and Josh, you ooze confidence.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you and Josh.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't lack.
As far as here at the radio station, when we talked about this earlier, we've come awful close, haven't we, Josh?
I've seen you come close, yes.
But never saw a fist fight here in the building. Came awful close a couple times on the road ski. Oh, damn. But I guess I'm glad that everyone kept their tempers because, they might have gassed us on the spot. I don't know.
It's tough, man. Sometimes but I'm from Alabama. I'm from down south. When we say on site, that means on site.
What does that mean again? What does it mean on site?
As soon as I lay eyes on you, hands will be laid.
Okay. All right.
And when I say hands will be laid, this is not prayer. They be laid upon your chin, kind of like, what Bud did to Canelo the other night.
Oh, sure. Randy Shaber is turtling right now, and he's in Corcoran. Just hearing C. Willi talk about hands being thrown, Randy's turtling as we speak.
Hey, I had 9 training partners, man, as a kid. I had 9 older sisters, so I had to go to fisticuffs every day. I had to fight for my life.
Which one of your sisters?
Vivian.
Vivian would be that's the last one you'd want to throw hands with?
Vivian.
Yeah.
She is the last. She was the undisputed heavyweight champ of the division for the girls. My mother was the last. She was the Muhammad Ali of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was unchallenged, unmatched, undefeated. Vivian, undefeated, but she never challenged the undefeated.
Oh, I see some people are texting in right now saying that Josh's mother's pretty good with her hands.
God dang!
Whoa!
Friday.
Again, I gotta go this route. When we were maybe maybe high school. Friend of mine hosted a big beer party. Derelicts everywhere. His younger sister was like 13 or 14, and she was in her bedroom trying to study while we derelicts are gathered around a keg, cranking up music, tearing the place apart. This was at Donnie's house. Donnie's younger sister, again, is in her bedroom trying to do homework. She comes out of her bedroom pissed off. She's 5-6 years younger than us. She comes out of her bedroom pissed off and starts hollering in Donnie's face about hosting this beer party while she's trying to study. And Donnie says, kiss my ass, bitch, this and that, because he's a disrespectful teenage kid. And she swings at him. And Donnie catches her fist, just like in the movies. He swings at her, and she catches his fist. So now they're in that classic kind of AWA lockup, right?
Uh-huh.
They've got this, and this is Donnie, an 18, 19-year-old guy against his 13 or 14-year-old sister, and it's a dead even fight as they're wrestling.
And you think they really were both going for it?
Oh, yes.
Nobody was holding back?
Oh, no.
Dead even.
It's dead silent. As soon as the first punch was thrown, the party goes silent because Donnie's about to have a fist fight with his sister. But they're locked up in the test of strength, hand thing. It's dead silent. One guy, other side of the room, says this, dude, is she going to take you? And we all started laughing. That was so perfectly timed. Are you going to get your ass whooped in front of us by your 13-year-old sister?
This is not going to go over well.
Oh, my goodness. Just got a text, C Willi, from a listener who says, hey, C Willi, you want me to kick Vivian's ass for you?
You couldn't. I can tell you that right now. First of all.
But they're willing to stand in for you. Our listeners love you. They're willing to stand in for you.
I appreciate that. But I wouldn't want you to do that. She's left-handed and you'd never see it coming. We never did.
Which one of y'all kicked me?
Right, exactly.
See, I don't think I've ever fought a lefty.
And if you've never fought a lefty, that's how you get caught. And everybody in our family was right-handed except for her. And that's how she got everybody.
Oh, there's no taking Vivian, though.
No.
Yeah.
No, she had a hook that was out of this world.
Dude.
It was pinpoint accurate.
Earlier, we were talking about Mr. Carson Wentz. He'll be starting Sunday for the Vikings against the Cincinnati Bengals, and this will be he'll be starting for his 6th different ball club in the last 6 years, and I think that's a record.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
He's only 32. I thought he was older than that.
It's funny you bring that up because last night, trying to come up with this and that, what should we ask Andrew DePaola about? And that's where I found something that I'm sure everyone else already knew. He is the oldest player on the roster. And just out of curiosity, I looked up Carson Wentz, and I was shocked he was only 32 years old.
Right. I thought he was closer to my age, closer to 40.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe Randy Shaver, in his last 6 seasons, he started at least one game for the Eagles, Colts, Commodores, Rams, Chiefs, and now the damned Vikings.
Tells you how many injuries are happening at quarterbacks on every team. So it's not surprising because he's been like the main backup for all those teams. So.
And the word is he looks really good in practice and this and
that. Of course they're going to say that. They're not going to say he looks terrible.
But they don't need the guy to be a world beater like 2008 Peyton Manning. They just need him to be serviceable.
Oh, here we go again with that song and dance.
Serviceable.
Game manager?
No offense, Dana, but if we have one more game manager run the quarterback the Vikings, I'm going to vomit.
That's all they've got.
We had a serviceable one last year.
I think we were hoping that the young guy this year would be serviceable, and he proved not to be, at least through 2 games.
That is the most common line ever spoken about Minnesota Vikings quarterbacks, and I've had enough of it. What we need is a game changer. Brad Johnson, serviceable. Wade Wilson, serviceable. Christian Ponder, serviceable.
Apparently on that
Cousins,
one.
serviceable. Sam Bradford, serviceable. Who am I missing?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Serviceable.
Josh Webb.
Gannon. Serviceable.
Who?
What about the Pastronaut?
Oh, Josh Knobs. What was his name?
Dobbs.
Dobbs.
That's Josh.
Serviceable.
Or Joe Webb. Joe Webb.
Joe Webb.
Joe Webb's
not serviceable.
No, it was pretty bad.
God help us.
He was manageable.
Dana.
He was a warm body.
Yeah. Hey, all we need him to do is just go out there and, throw a couple first downs and just kind of hand the ball off.
Yeah. Or don't die.
I I think there's really, as I'm sitting here thinking about, maybe there's only 3 quarterbacks in Vikings history that we can say were above serviceable.
Go ahead.
Fran Tarkenton.
Yeah, where's my bell? Hang on. Wait.
Fran Tarkenton.
True. Yes.
Randall Cunningham.
True.
And Dante Culpepper.
Oh, you're missing Brent.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Brent was here for such a short period of time.
Fair enough, but he could sling it. He was above.
He could sling it.
His first year here, he was above serviceable, far above serviceable.
And I would throw Tommy Kramer in there.
Tommy Kramer. Tommy was above serviceable.
Yes.
Here's another serviceable suggestion: Case Keenum.
Serviceable.
Yeah, you're right. Tommy Kramer deserves to be in there too.
But you got him. Jeff George, people are texting in.
Serviceable.
He was above serviceable. Don't you ever call Jeff George. Don't do it another time, Randy Shaver. And you and I are going to get in that test of strength like my buddy in his 13th. Dude. Is he going to take you? That's what they're going to say about. I love Jeff George. Was Warren Moon above or below?
I think he was.
I think serviceable. At the time.
A serviceable honorable mention.
Yeah, he was. He was serviceable at the time.
He was
here.
above serviceable, less than
serviceable with an asterisk.
Exactly.
What about Jim McMahon?
Oh, way below. Below serviceable. Jim McMahon was done when he was here.
Yeah.
He was below serviceable. With all due respect to a cool character, as far as I know.
Absolutely.
Jim McMahon was broken when they signed him. Josh Freeman, below serviceable.
Oh, my jeez, what a bust.
Gus
that was fun, though.
Gus Frerotte was serviceable.
Absolutely. Man, we've had it. They just can't. Why?
Right. I know. I'm tired of the bit. Sean Salisbury was serviceable.
Wow.
Maybe even below serviceable.
Who's picking the quarterbacks at the Vikings?
It's a tired bit.
My God.
Speaking of quarterbacks who aren't exactly knocking it out of the park, the Tua kid and the Miami Dolphins lost last night to the Bills on Thursday.
Good game, though.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of competitive.
If you picked Buffalo as your team to not get knocked out in your pool, you probably were sweating all the way till the end last night, because Buffalo probably had the best odds to win this week. When you look, maybe Seattle over Carolina, but Buffalo, I mean, it was tied at one point, 21-21 in the fourth quarter. So, I mean, it was a close game last night.
Okay, does anyone know how to properly say the kid's name? Because it will help a joke that I have.
Tagovailoa?
Tagovailoa. Okay, let's go with that. Tua Tagovailoa. He has a new nickname on the internet, and the nickname is Tua Turned the Ball Over.
I love it.
You're big on that one?
Oh, I thought that was pretty good.
Tua Turned the Ball Over. And that was the pisser for the Dolphins. There were 2 terrible plays. One was an interception thrown by Turned the Ball Over, and the other was a dude who roughed the punter and
that killed him.
Gave the Bills an opportunity.
That killed
there you go. Cleveland Guardians beat the Detroit Tigers again yesterday.
I know, they're within 3.5. It's interesting, and they're right there, 2 games out in the wild card chase. So Cleveland is, if you look at their run differential, there's no other team in baseball that's in a position to make the playoffs at minus 23 runs. They are, I mean, they're like a unicorn when it comes to maybe making the playoffs with a differential that is negative 23. That's crazy.
Yeah, the Guardians are now only 3.5 games away from bumping the Tigers out of first place in the AL Central. The Guardians and Twins play a 4-game series this weekend.
Huge series for the Guardians too.
Clayton Kershaw's going to retire at the end of the baseball season.
Yep.
Okay.
He's a Hall of Famer, don't you think?
Oh, without question.
222 wins. He had a couple of 21-win seasons.
I would say right
3,000 strikeouts. Yeah, I think he's probably
going in first.
It used to be that the standard for pitching was 300 wins.
Right.
I think that's no longer you can't draw that line in the sand because pitchers don't pitch that way anymore.
Right.
So the number has to be different.
I agree. How many Cy Young awards did the guy win?
Three. Won three, yeah.
He was also an MVP, 3,000 strikeouts. He had a 300 strikeout season. He'll go in first chance.
Cy Young awards alone.
Yeah.
Will get you in.
Right.
And give him credit for not making a big deal about his retirement. He waited until his last start at Dodger Stadium to announce that he's retiring.
Absolutely. Instead of
or basically his last start.
Self-absorbed bastards who say, yeah, this will be my last season or two. Make sure you pay close attention and recognize me at every turn, because soon you won't get a chance to see me anymore, and that'll be good for him.
Give me gifts at every park.
Right. The Lynx' next playoff series begins here in town Sunday afternoon. Their opponent will be decided tonight in a game between New York and Phoenix. Oh, and I don't know where else we can go with this. We talked about Pigs training camp real quick earlier this morning on the first day of Pigs training camp. Hey, C Willi Myles hockey's back here in a matter of days.
Oh, no.
Yay.
We don't want you to miss it.
They play their first preseason game this Sunday.
What?
Oh, my God. They play their first preseason game on Sunday.
That's crazy.
Wait, this Sunday?
Yes.
Get out of town.
I ain't playing with you. I don't want to be on site.
I thought you were joking.
I'm not joking. Dead serious when it comes to the
God.
So on the first day of training camp, the Russian kid says he likes playing and living in Minnesota. He called Minnesota his second home, and I told the boys earlier, well, the writing's on the wall. He'll be in Toronto by Monday.
Yeah, that's his first home. His first home is Toronto.
Team, and,
it just means he's going to keep his house here.
It's not my job right now, and I just want to be focused, how I'd say, and be ready for the season and keep playing, and that's it.
I can't believe that's his speaking voice. I kind of pictured he would be way up here like this. He likes his teammates. He says he likes the ladies in town. So why did he turn down that contract? I don't know. We all have our guesses as to what's going on with the Russian kid. It's still funny, though.
This is his second home.
Yeah, I love it here.
He's going to keep his house here.
Famous last words.
I'm out. I'm out.
We'll see about that. We'll see about... Before we go, an 11-year-old kid here from Minnesota climbed, is how you say it. An 11-year-old kid climbed Mount Kilimanjaro this summer. Alongside his 70-year-old grandfather. That's impressive, although I will admit all I really know about Mount Kilimanjaro is that it rises above Olympus rises like Olympus above the Serengeti, which was taught to me via the lyrics of the 1982 hit single by Toto called Africa.
Africa.
Yeah.
All I know about it is it has the word kill in it, and I'm not going to attempt to climb anything that says kill.
Yeah, it's a warning right in the name.
Right, it's in the name. Kill.
An 11-year-old kid climbed a mountain with his 70-year-old. So there you go. Congratulations to you folks. Randy, have a good weekend, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for everything, and we'll talk to you on Monday. We'll be back before you know it in a few minutes with more from C Willi Myles.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey, podcast pals. Dana here to give you a friendly reminder that now is the best time to get your furnace tuned up before we take a shot to the face with cold Minnesota weather. My pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning currently have same-day and next-day openings, but they won't last long. By the time October rolls around, if your furnace craps out, you'll be freezing your private parts off while dealing with side-eye from your significant other and pets for not calling sooner. So give Standard Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. Check this out. You can save up to $70 on your tune-up with Standard Heating. Visit standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com to book today.
Actor Michael Rosenbaum, he knows some of the most talented people in the business.
And we try to bring you candid, open interviews, not just actor stuff. Julie Bowen is fantastic.
You know when you leave a job and you know you haven't done your very best job? I hate that feeling.
And if you're here for the wonderful Sarah Silverman, you came to the right place.
Comedy dies in the second guessing of your audience. You just have to keep writing what you think is funny right now.
The Inside of You podcast.
If you really love the podcast,
follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Follow us. It's free.
The Half-Assed Morning Show.
Minnesota's 93X.
Oh, for Pete's sake, we're getting there now. We are, and we're getting there. while hand in hand with one of our best friends, world-class entertainer C Willi Myles. Thank you again for swinging by, C Willi.
Absolutely.
And we were serious, if you want to join us on the boat ride tonight, you're more than welcome.
Where are we taking off from? St. Paul?
St. Paul. Get on the boat, this way, that way, back to St. Paul, go home.
Got a band on there. It's actually 2 boats.
Whoa.
So you got the nude side and, sorry, you can't be nude. You got the loud side with the band, and then you got the other side with the food and whatnot. A couple levels on that.
Yeah, let us know.
I'll be with the food side.
Yeah, that's where I like to start. It's Lucky's 13. They provide the food tonight.
Love
Lucky. Some good stuff.
Give us a word up on that one way or the other, C. Willi Myles. We want to thank everyone again for making this whole gimmick possible. Thanks to our listeners for taking an interest in buying tickets. Without them, it wouldn't be a thing. Josh mentioned, what the hell's the name of the joint again? Lucky's 13. Anytime bail bonds. Thank you.
That's so convenient, isn't it? Anytime bail bonds, they're right there.
I love that.
I like to keep an eye on them just in case I got to grab one quickly.
Paddleford Riverboats. Gel, we want to thank the band Gel. They're loading their gear up as we speak. They're going to be playing live tonight. Did I forget anybody? I don't think so.
I think we got it all there.
Tonight's the night for the Infect the River boat party.
Yeah, seriously, though, thank you for buying tickets. I mean, shoot, people got on that quick, sold out. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is definitely my favorite event of the year.
Are you a little less nervous now about it?
Oh, I'm still incredibly nervous.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, it'll be fun.
Incredibly nervous.
I just don't want to screw it up.
You said there was so much positivity in your voice.
Well, yeah, I have a good attitude.
How would you screw it up?
What if I just, say something stupid or don't represent the station in the right way?
You talk professionally for a living on the radio every day for the last 30 years.
I'm very comfortable with you guys, and I'm used to seeing the disappointment in your face. When I see it in new people's faces, it hurts.
I decided to F with Josh a little bit earlier. He is nervous about how he might come off tonight. He thinks that something he might say would ruin the whole event, and it'll, just can the whole thing. So after we had our first on-air conversation this morning, he said, God, did I sound kind of stupid in our first break? And I said, well, you were okay. I said, but I got to warn you, if you come off that way tonight on the boat, if you come off on the boat tonight the way you did in our first break, you're probably going to ruin everything.
So you planted a seed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's good at that.
A little seed of doubt. Earlier
sometimes he's so clever with these where it'll take a second, like maybe I walk out of the room to fill up a water bottle or something. And as the door opens, I go, oh, my God, he just insulted me terribly. I didn't even pick up on that. He's so good at sneaking that in.
I do enjoy torturing you a little bit. I do. Earlier, we were talking about fist fights at work. And we asked our listeners, did you ever have to kick somebody's ass at work? Did you ever have to engage in a real fist fight at work? The text machine has told me that plenty of you have had to scrap on the job. I want to blow through a few of these real quick as I appreciate folks getting involved. Have you had to fight at work? This is Back Dimples Sheezus. She's at work, and one of her co-workers called her sister a slut. Oof. So Back Dimples Sheezus hid in the bushes in the parking lot at work.
That's awesome.
And when this coworker left, she beat her ass, and she says, yes, I got fired. Because that was part of the question was, did you get in a fist fight at work? Did you keep your job? In this case, no. She jumped out of the bushes, Josh, like it was Nam or something.
I'm picturing you and your... I mean, they're tight sisters, obviously.
Yeah.
That could have been taken dirty. I didn't mean it that way. You and your brother have the type of relationship where I could see you hiding in the bushes and attacking your brother, your own brother, when he leaves work.
Oh, there were times where we had, square-offs where my brother was beside me at first, and then he joined the other side.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Hey, bro, where are you going?
Whoa.
You're right. I would jump out of the woods to help someone whoop my brother. I would.
Wow.
Okay, so not all of this is firsthand, or I should say, you're the one throwing the hand. Some of these people that texted in witnessed a fight at work, and close enough. Here's a listener who witnessed a couple co-workers fighting over how to dig a hole. One decided They'd wait for the excavator. The other started hand digging the hole. It ended with one of them choking the other out like Homer and Bart.
Do you have the ones in there that involve weapons?
Well, I have one that involves a weapon. Let me see about. Yes, here it is. Argument at work about a difference between a sedan and an SUV.
Hello.
A knife was brought into the mix, and that guy with the knife got fired.
Yeah, that's the one. And there's somebody else that went after. They didn't say what prompted it, but somebody else said they witnessed one of their coworkers go after another with a hammer.
Oh, no.
I missed that. Come on. Here's a guy, worked at a bar. He and this other character worked different shifts at the bar. They crossed paths one day. This is the listener speaking. Dude jumped across the counter and literally attacked me. We were bouncing off the tables. It was pretty crazy. I had to throw him to the ground to stop him. He was fired. I worked the next day.
Wow.
Chugged Up Plumber Jesus said his first week of work when he moved to Arizona, he watched two plumbers beat the hell out of each other in a trench they were digging. He said he just kept working as they hit each other with scrap pieces of pipe. I got a job to do.
Right. And I'm going to get a raise because I'm going to be working alone tomorrow.
Very dramatic here as we're reading text messages from our listeners on fights they've experienced while at work. Real deal physical fights. Now, very dramatic here. I was in we're going to be jealous right from the get-go because Josh and I have always wanted to pilot a scissor lift.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
We had an opportunity here for a while. There was a company next door that gave us a chance, and I don't know, we got tired and went home or something. But, right, there was a company next door that was driving.
I think we missed them. I think we had a meeting or something.
Yeah. You ever driven a scissor lift, C Willi Myles?
No.
Okay. I was in a scissor lift, a listener says, setting windows 3 stories up. Damn. My partner was inside the building. He was grabbing the windows from me. He was running his mouth. I chucked one of the windows to the ground, hopped through the window opening, and beat his ass.
That's like in a movie.
The boss thought it was funny, didn't like the other guy, so he got fired. Happy Friday, this guy said. Wow. You ditched that window. Just smashed that on the ground, hopped through the opening in the building, and beat his ass.
And I love that the other guy got fired. That's awesome.
I'm sure the guy was holding the window is heavy.
Yeah.
And the other guy wasn't paying attention. He's like, you know what? This is worth a drop window and a drop kick.
Concrete is how you say it. Concrete job site. Dude mouthed off. I beat his ass. I got fired, and it was worth it. That's Wisco, Gear Jam, and Jesus.
I've said it before. So when I landscape, we didn't do too much concrete work, but when we did, friends became enemies very quick. And swear word combinations I'd never heard on that. Just all the stress trying to get that done right.
And they didn't let me touch the concrete when I did landscaping. Danny, go have a water break. Sit this one out, pal.
You probably made too many cream jokes.
Yeah.
I bet they kicked you out for that reason.
Yeah, go ahead and mix up that cream.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, trowel that. Trowel it.
I see more people texting in about fighting at work. My God. Sorry that had to happen. Sorry you had to throw hands at work, but it sounds like some of you are quite satisfied with what went down, and I'm cool with that too. Everybody's got their own view of things. Here's a listener who texted in and said, "I've never been in a fight, like a legit fist fight at work. But the HR department once had to pull me aside and tell me that 2 hands around someone's neck is not a hug." So he got his hands around that sumbitch's neck. He did.
Show me the definition.
Not a hug. Oh, wow. Appreciate all the texts. I love that stuff. All right. And holler at me, Josh, if you get any fresh ones. I love that subject.
I'm looking
Can't believe how many of you have had to throw hands.
There's a lot of people. Some of them got pretty bad.
While we're awaiting maybe another fight story, let's see what's going on over there at Google. C Willi Myles, when's the last time you Googled something, if ever?
I probably Google some almost every day.
Yeah,
I do
too. It's usually if I know we're going to maybe talk about a band or a team or an athlete, I might Google them real quickly to see it. Sure, it's pretty common. Yeah.
I Google I know next week I'm going out to Dickinson, North Dakota for a show, and I Googled the hotel where I'm staying and the surrounding areas where I can eat.
Sure.
That kind of stuff. That's what I use Google for.
Sure. Work purposes. We use it mostly for work purposes, but sometimes in my private time I'll look up. I guess I can tell you the last time I Googled anything yesterday. I was just Googling Lynyrd Skynyrd and some of their songs. Josh, I'm the kind of nut job music fan where when I hear a song from a band, I need to know what album it came off of. Yeah. And if I don't know that information, I will look it up. So I was listening to one of my favorite Lynyrd Skynyrd songs the other day. The other day is how you say it. The Ballad of Curtis Lowe. I love that song. And I wanted to try to remember what album it was from, so I Googled it. And the answer, I think, was Second Helping. Anyway, sometimes people Google really weird things. Google has added this up for us and released a report. Google has for us here the top 5 weirdest, how should I say this? Oh, I got it. Google looked up the top 5 searches that start with, is it weird to blank? That's what they did. They looked up the top 5 searches.
Is it weird to like blank?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really gong showing this. Google looked at the top searches that start with, is it weird to like blank? Yes, is it weird to like blank?
It is fun sometimes just to type a little slower to see the suggestions it gives you and then wonder, who was Googling that? And I know sometimes it'll be something related to what you did, but you can look down and see, no, these are the most common Google questions that start this way.
Okay, the most common Google searches. The top 5 that start with, is it weird to like blank? Number 1, is it weird to like the taste of blood?
Oh, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Well,
it's not drinkable.
Not anything that I would voluntarily put to my lips. No.
Or encourage anyone to do.
No, I wouldn't encourage anyone. But it says here some people enjoy that metallic taste. I know that taste because I've been punched in the mouth a couple times. So number 1.
Ashley's told us she has a blood fetish, but she hasn't mentioned wanting to drink blood or anything like that. I can't say I've had anybody say they're interested in something like that.
Okay. Is it weird to like the taste of blood is number 1. Oh, Christ. Is it weird to like the smell of your own farts? Come on.
No.
So disgusting.
It's interesting, though, that somebody was concerned enough that they had to Google it. I'm really enjoying this, to the point where I better consult an expert.
I can't ask my best friend this. I need to go to Google.
This stuff's awesome, and I got to find out if other people feel the same.
Am I out of my mind? Am I minutes away from going on a killing spree? Is it weird that I like this? Is it weird to like the smell of your own farts? Please stop talking like that. Don't talk like that. Don't ask that question. Wow. Is it weird to like the smell of gasoline?
I love the smell of gasoline.
Yeah, me too.
Who doesn't?
Mm-hmm. Regular diesel.
I do not.
You do not like the smell?
I do not like the smell. One time I was at a gas station and someone had spilled gas, and I obviously was pumping gas in my car, and I was standing in it, and I got in my car and I was smelling gas, and I literally drove to the car wash, and had them do the vacuum and shampoo. And this is a true story. Threw the tennis shoes away.
You did?
Yeah.
So
you really don't. So you mowing the lawn? You don't nothing like that? I love all the combinations.
I don't mow. I pay people to do that job. I don't want to sound bougie or anything, but I don't do that.
All right, this person must be either they don't know or they do know with this particular text. They know what they're doing to you, Nick, or they're just not aware.
Hit me with it.
Everybody likes their own brand when it comes to the smell of farts.
Son of a bitch.
You do not.
Everybody likes
one of the
their own
worst
brand.
things I've ever heard said out loud. Years ago, Josh and I heard a guy say that out loud. Everyone loves the flavor of their own brand.
I do not.
I wanted to throw up and punch the living hell out of this person. Stop.
To be quite honest, I don't know what my fart smells like. I will go in a room and fart and walk away from it. I leave that up to someone else. I'm a professional.
It's yours now.
I'm
out.
Sure, the old lady appreciates that.
Yeah, my wife, she'll tell you that. Like, she says, I know he farts, but he will not fart in front of me.
Yeah.
And I will walk in another room because I respect people.
That's against the rules in my household as well. I don't want to even get started on it. Don't even get me started on these people who play fart games with each other.
Oh, my God.
Grown, married couples. It's disgusting.
And grown men.
What they're doing is wrong. Yes, grown men. Let's close this out again. Google added up and threw this our way. The most common searches that begin with, is it weird to like blank? Is it weird to like being called a good boy is next on the list.
I'll tell you that the middle schoolers now are using that to mess with their friends.
Like an insult?
Yeah, kind of. Like if I said, hey, do you mind handing me that right there? It's right next to you. And you hand it to me and I'll go, good boy, good boy.
Yeah, you told
As
me.
if I control you at this point.
Yeah, it's some kind of ball-busting insult. Yeah, you mentioned.
And what my son didn't realize is now I will do nothing for him. Absolutely nothing. I told you, you're not going to get me.
Yeah.
You want me to get you some water? Not going to do it. I'm not going to do anything for you.
Finally on the list here, Josh, is it weird to like spiders? You do not like spiders.
Oh, no. Not at all. I don't know if it's weird, but I do not.
No.
My wife and I will stay together forever because she'll kill any spider. The good boy thing, I like it for whatever reason, and I hope this doesn't come across as weird, but like if you're checking out at a gas station and the old lady says, thanks for coming in, hon, or honey, or something like that, I don't know why. It just kind of makes me feel all warm inside. Like it's, I don't know, makes me happy.
Okay.
Not in a dirty way.
It's the little things when they call you hon or dear.
That's a day bright. Yeah, dear. It's a day brightener right there.
Well, for Christ's sake, I think everyone on the boat tonight should greet Josh by saying, good evening, honey.
Hey, hon.
Good to see you. We got to take a break. We'll be right back.
FS Morning Show 93X.
Yeah. We're on the verge of wrapping this pig smooth up. We were talking about Google searches. A lot of people get on Google and they, I guess, are concerned about maybe a bad habit or a craving that they have, and they search, is it weird to like blank? So many people use that setup for a Google search that Google themselves coughed up like a top 5 most common, is it weird to like blank Google searches. One of them was, is it weird to like the smell of gasoline? Common search by people on Google. Is it weird to like the smell of gasoline? We all do, with the exception of C Willi Myles. Josh mentioned it's part of his enjoyment of mowing.
Yeah.
Smelling the gas.
And the grass.
What's the old saying again, Josh?
Ass, gas, or grass, nobody rides for free.
Nobody rides for free, right.
Or maybe I got the order wrong.
Here's a listener who says, I have a battery lawnmower now, but I sprinkle some two-stroke on that sumbitch just to get that smell. Another of the searches was, is it weird to like the taste of blood?
You.
We were all a little creeped out by that. One listener did text in to say, well, I like the taste of blood in my clam chowder.
Oh,
wow.
God, that's so gross.
That's the second time this week that's come up.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of concerned about myself now. All right. For Christ's sake. C Willi Myles has a big show tonight. Or, pardon me, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Tell us about your show tomorrow night.
Carooners.
Word.
You're home away from
My
home.
home away from home.
Yeah, do you got a parking spot there?
Yes, I do. Right underneath the light outside the main door. So if you get there before me, do not park there. You will be towed.
That's
Mary
where the
T
mayor
says
parks.
So that's right. That's where Big Daddy parks at. You need a light. Find my car. So I'm going to be there doing my new show called Face the Funny. So it's going to be great, man.
We're looking forward to hearing all about it next time we see you. Here's a guy who hasn't paid for a drink at Crooners in how long? Years, I bet.
Ever. Forever.
Well, that's awesome. Josh, is there any information you think any of our party goers might need to know about tonight's Infect the River boat party, other than the fact that you are incredibly nervous about tonight?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting you. I'm doing my best. I'm going to do my best, so I try not to judge too much. But, yeah, I would say the most important things are make sure you got your ID.
Sure.
You're going to need that to get on. Make sure you're there sometime between 6 and 6:30 at the latest, because they start boarding at 6:30, and there's nothing we can do about it. They take off at 7. They have a very strict schedule with Paddleford. They have to get off, start going at 7.
I mean,
even if we're late, and it's our 93X event, they will leave without us.
Yeah, they know the route.
Every time we have one of these booze cruises, I crave the sight of a few people running and waiting. No, as we pull away from the dock. I so badly want that to happen. I want to leave someone behind, but everyone usually follows your advice and they get there early.
Yeah, I'd hate for somebody to miss it.
Oh, I would. You wouldn't find the fun in watching some sorry son bitch on the dock saying, "Come on back, please."
Well, that would be kind of funny.
Yeah, we give them the finger.
Especially if somebody's not paying attention, they're staring at the boat and not where they're going, and they run off the dock. That would add some extra comedy.
Should have been on time. Loser is what we'll say on the boat as we're cruising away.
The food is included. Drinks are not. So, and their drink prices, whatever a drink price is, that's what it is. I think that's pretty much everything.
I think you got it. I think you got it.
And be responsible.
Don't be a prick.
You're an adult. You get it, but just in case you need to hear it again.
We don't need pricks ruining our good time.
Right.
It's going to be great. We're looking forward to it. And again, thank everyone for helping us out with the bit.
Very much. Thank you for being
I've seen people get left. When I worked the cruise ship,
yeah,
I've seen people.
Dude,
the cruise ship will not wait for you.
Wow. Suitcases and suntan lotion.
Well, no, I mean, we docked for a 4-hour deal, and they told you have to be back.
Oh,
and you see people running, and I'm standing back up on the high deck, going, they're not turning around, babe.
What the hell were you doing? You got to make.
You know where they're going next. Get a flight.
Yeah,
meet us there. They'll let you back on the boat.
Lucky bastard. You've seen that in person.
I've seen it every time we've left port. You see people going, wait, like they went too far.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful story.
You know what we'll do, Nick? If they'll never give us a heads up if we get fired, but let's say they do, just because I want you to experience this once. The very last booze cruise we ever do, let's leave 20 minutes early. So you have a better chance at seeing somebody chasing after that. Happy Bachelor. Now, this is going to be a party. Happy Bachelorette weekend to Kayla from Offended Millennial Jesus, who told us Kayla prefers to listen to the morning show in the shower.
Whoa.
Part of the Sudsy sisterhood, I guess.
Yeah, man, just
wash
naked.
that stench off as it gets to you.
Get that stink off.
Laser Jesus, have a great Bachelorette weekend. Laser Jesus requesting his if he or she are listening, his soon-to-be son or daughter. He's hoping that you could be born this weekend. He'd like to start his 12-week paid paternity leave.
Dude,
making this an ultimate F-off Friday.
Wow.
Happy birthday to What the Sticky Sigma Jesus, turning the big 1-0 today, and a happy early birthday this Sunday to I Have My Dad Wrapped Around My Finger Jesus from Drain Slinging Tampon Finger Jesus. Happy 50th to one hot birthday girl, Erin, who Purple Belt Jesus will soon be bumping in Banff. Happy birthday to Christian, turning 17 Sunday from Dad, Magic Filmmaker Jesus. We'll see some of you on the boat, and hope the rest of you are back Monday morning, and have an awesome weekend.
If you missed any part of this show or any of the shows this week, you can always check out the podcast at 93x.com.
You're listening to the radio. The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey, podcast pals. Dana here to give you a friendly reminder that now is the best time to get your furnace tuned up before we take a shot to the face with cold Minnesota weather. My pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning currently have same-day and next-day openings, but they won't last long. By the time October rolls around, if your furnace craps out, you'll be freezing your private parts off while dealing with side-eye from your significant other and pets for not calling sooner. So give Standard Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. Check this out. You can save up to $70 on your tune-up with Standard Heating. Visit standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com to book today.